The following program contains strong language that is not suitable for young children. Viewer discretion is advised.
The following announcement has been paid for by the Indy Force Podcast.
Y'all niggas wanna do.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Word on the street is the Indy Force is back, and we're in the car right now as we speak. We're about to record some WIW as you're seeing this right now, but there's one person. What the fuck? Mike! What you doing? What are you doing? No, you're not taking a nap. Where are you hiding? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Big bell. Whoa. Big Eepy belt. Big Eepy belt.
The Bret Hart belt.
Why are you molesting the title?
Always remember, it's a soft spot.
Whoa.
And on that note, good night, everybody.
We're live! Hi, guys! Oh my god, we still have Kansas soda in the fucking way. Of course we did. Hi, everyone.
Just put it fucking on the table.
We are live for the Indy Force Podcast, the podcast for nerds, weebs, and dorks of fortune.
The Indy Force Podcast?
Indy Force Podcast? Why not? It's the Indy Force Podcast today. Podcastception.
Augers.
Now, you may notice a couple things.
If you have optical receptors of the functioning variety.
Yeah.
You don't. Who cares?
We kind of what we did was we basically we have two microphones, so if there is somewhat of an echo, that's why. If it sounds like it's very weird and finicky as far as audio wise, that's why. But it was either just deal with it that way or pay $130 to get a splitter, which I don't fucking have. So that's we're not doing that. So this is what you get. Hopefully that's not too much of an issue. Hopefully you can at least hear us audibly.
Yeah, because combining four of us on a singular couch was kind of too complicated.
No. No, it was. It would have been. It would have been very cramped. Put it that way. Yeah, very very cramped. So yeah, this is what we're doing today, and hopefully you guys like the 4-camera setup like we do on Discord anytime we're on. So there you go. And apparently Mike is showing Nikos a meme.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, cool.
Don't worry about it.
So, don't worry about it.
Alrighty. So yeah, before we actually begin the stream, Mike, you were gifted something. So I'm gonna play a video here, cause you
He was
got.
given autism. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Such a blessing.
It's crazy.
It came in a stocking. It came in a bag.
So let me just play that video.
If he can find it.
Yeah. And while I play the video, everyone, we need to be very, very quiet while it's doing its thing.
Quiet,
Where
everybody.
is that? Do I not have it? Intro before intro. That's what it is. I was supposed to put this in the beginning, folks, but I completely forgot, so here we go now.
All right, one last delivery for the day. Let me grab that cream for you, buddy. Here you go. Hey, what's going on there?
I can't go fucking anywhere without you.
That's because I can teleport, jackass. Also, I got a gift for you.
A gift? For me?
Check the bottom drawer. I know that your birthday passed and all that, but I thought you would like that, you know, very much so.
Pog. Thanks, Lars.
Hey, not a problem. Don't forget to close the door, you dumbass.
Go get the belt.
Yeah.
I got the belt.
All right, there we go, folks. There you go. Now you know how Mike was gifted the big Iggy belt.
And now,
Big shine.
no shine, but we have 2 belts.
Yeah, Indy 2 belt.
Yeah, you got 2 belts. Fucking Lars gave you the best gift of all. You know what gift Lars gave me? 3 fucking muffins out of the fucking container.
Yeah.
That I saved all 6 for me. So, yeah, thanks, Lars. Very, very, very cool. Nice gift.
He gave me this and then chlamydia.
Holy shit.
Homie done wished it on monkey's paw.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can re-gift it, too. We gave it to other people.
Wow.
Oh my god, the belt is chlamydia.
Wow, dude. That's crazy.
I enabled this on the table.
I ain't bring nothing to the table.
Put up the table. All right. So, here we are. Now we're going to be starting it off. I don't even know how we're going to start it. We said we were pretty much going to wing it. So,
Yeah, shoot.
who wants to go first on their topics? What do we want to start off with? Do we want to start off with wrestling? Do we want to start off with the movie, game, whatever?
WrestleMania sucked.
WrestleMania Night 2 sucked. WrestleMania Night 1
Was that
fucking perfect from top to bottom.
Yes. And then everything fell apart by night 2. So.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So 39 ended up being a tale of 2 shows.
Yeah.
The new world title belt sucks. Don't at me.
Yeah, it's a very bad belt.
It's a very busy belt.
You know what it is? Like, I look at the belt itself, and I don't know, like, it's just fucking awkward.
It's like they took the original belt, like, plating,
Yeah.
threw that bitch in a fucking trash compactor, grabbed whatever remained was left, and slapped it on the fucking belt with that stupid ass fucking W on it. And said,
Yeah.
There you go.
Don't you mean the blue check mark?
Yes. Thank you, Matthew, for that.
Yeah.
I will say I do miss, I don't know if it comes up in the video, okay, I miss the tiny little W and this big fucking thing on the belt.
Yeah.
Instead of that monster of a title that is, honestly,
Yeah. I mean, do we want to actually look up an image? I don't even know if there's a fucking still image. of this
We
thing.
don't care. We don't care. They can
It
find it on
looks
their
like-
own time.
it's not like it's a hard image to find.
Yeah, and you could show it on the camera on your end. Like, you would have to, like, really zoom in on the relief work of this thing, because
It's bad.
it looks like a fucking geography lesson. Like, it's just like, hey, here's Mount Everest. Here's Mount It's like, they just put a bunch of mountains.
Here's Mount Wanahakalugi.
Yeah, like, all these mountains and shit. Everywhere on the title. It's like, and they call that relief work. Like, I remember there was actually good relief work on the original Big Gold.
This whole thing is that Cody gets to go, I was WWE champion.
I was a world champion, yeah.
They're one of 4 fucking world heavyweight title belts that are in the company right now.
Exactly.
So which one matters?
The correct answer is
None of them!
None. Exactly.
Remember when it was 1 or 2? There was 2 at one point?
Yep.
No, there's 4.
Yeah. There's 4, and I can't... This one's red. This
one's red, and this one's blue.
This one has a black color. This one is a blue color.
Well, they already screwed the pooch on the fucking tournament, from what I understand.
No, Vince usually fucks dogs.
Ooh. I mean, yeah. But no, so...
Have you seen his wife?
Well, I mean...
She's still living?
Have you seen the process?
Last time that I checked, she's still in the wheelchair.
Oh my god.
Asleep.
So, and there's a cat, by the way. There's our views.
There's our star.
So...
Pussy!
Pussy.
Do we want to, let's talk about something here, right? So... You know they're doing a Raw exclusive tournament, so this belt is exclusive to Raw, but they're already including SmackDown stars. They just did the draft last week.
Okay, can I just...
Go ahead.
Deter 1 second.
Go ahead.
What the fuck is the point of the draft if all you got is guys coming from SmackDown to go to Raw, and Raw going to SmackDown? Who fucking cares
I don't know.
about the draft?
I have no idea.
It's the same fucking show.
Yeah.
Back in the Ruthless Aggression era, when that became a big thing, like a big fucking thing,
Yeah.
it was important because it was, what talent is going to be intermingling for the next year with another branch of talent. It was important. Now it's just, who fucking cares because, looks like Drew can't make it to the show this week. What are we going to do? Let's just grab Finn Balor. He's going to take the loss anyway.
Yeah,
Let's grab Dolph.
It's really...
God knows we need something for him.
It's really...
Or cut him loose.
Like, not as good as it could be, really. Like, it's gotten to the point where it's not going to be good. Nothing's going to beat that 2002 brand split because they actually gave a fuck enough to try and make it work. They had a rocky start in the beginning, too, with the Undisputed title being on both shows, so the brand split was pointless then anyway. Rocky. But now it's like, they then split the titles, and the brand split was really in effect by, like,
2004, I think.
No, the end of 2002.
It was really also during the Reign of Terror.
Yeah.
Which was JBL's case?
No, Triple H.
All right.
We have...
This is my song!
My song? We got... We got Memer Kid, by the way, speaking of memes, Memer Kid, bruh, says E. So, yeah,
This is entertainment? Since
when?
when?
We're talking about WWE. This was like a
620?
complete impromptu topic. I think we're going to have impromptu topics probably, but one of the topics we wanted to, like, bring up today was a little bit of a congratulations, but also kind of general, talk about general wrestling topic about how there's way too much wrestling, but we'll get to the negative in a minute. Congratulations to all Elite Wrestling for...
You almost forgot the name of the fucking company for a second.
I butchered it for a second because I saw a comment from Zero. But congratulations to AEW for All In and damn near already
selling out Wembley.
Selling out nearly Wembley.
Yeah.
60,000 tickets sold in a matter of hours.
Yep. I'm not surprised.
which
Listen,
is
when it comes to
huge.
selling out their actual shows, they're doing great.
Yeah.
But they need to get eyes on TV, and the only way to do that is to actually make your weekly stuff worth a damn to watch.
Yeah, and I feel like the only way you really do that is if you get rid of the fucking problem that's been plaguing that company since the last September at this point.
Listen, here's the problem.
Like, holy shit.
I don't care about most of the people on that roster because here's what happens. Ready?
Yeah.
3 months of push.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
With almost everybody on their roster. 3 months of push, then we're going to stop.
Yep.
And there has been some leaks on who's going to be coming back. Alright. Say that this leak, the list of people who are coming back, say if it's right, what are you going to do from there? How are you going to capitalize this? Are you just going to, like, say, alright, we'll put them in storyline for about 3 months, and then we just drop them completely? Alright, thanks for showing up, thanks for helping us get up in the ratings for a bit, and just not do a single thing without them? Because there are a lot a lot of talent in that company that I see debut almost like every single week. They appear on TV for a month and then never talked about again. That is what upsets me.
I think the thing they're going to be fixing on that is that's why they hired a continuity writer in Will Washington, who's apparently really good at doing shit like that. So that might change for the better. I don't know, but that's at least the general plan of what they're planning on doing.
But here's the problem with that, and it's just aura that the company has. They had Brian Cage.
Yep, Brian Cage. Well, they still have Brian Cage.
Yeah, but they had. Then he left. But for 3 months, Brian Cage, big hot thing coming in, right? Did nothing with him. Wardlow, big promotions for what he was going to be.
And then, they
3 months later,
over,
he was MJF's bitch.
And don't forget the biggest crime, the biggest ball that AEW dropped.
We'll get your comment in a moment, Zero.
Miro.
Yeah, they dropped
3 months.
3 months.
It's the 3 month problem. It's a thing that's been going on forever now.
Yeah, that's true. Real quick to Zero, what the fuck did I stumble upon? So, yeah. I think the other problem, and let's just call it as it is, because nobody else is going to have the balls to call it out. There's way too much goddamn wrestling on nowadays.
Well, it's not even there's way too much wrestling, because you could just make the same comment back in the 80s. You could make the same comment during the 90s.
Right.
Like the early 2000s, or like during the aughts and all the way up to the 10s.
Yeah.
It was WWE or or all New Japan, if you wanted weekly content.
That is true.
From ROH should be monthly stuff, especially pay-per-view wise, and CZW once in a while coming out with a pay-per-view. The issue now isn't that there's too much wrestling, it's that there isn't enough to care about to continue to watch.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's the in general problem. Is that you want me to watch weekly fucking Dynamite, give me a reason to watch weekly fucking Dynamite.
Yep.
That's it.
True.
It's not a hard fucking concept to understand.
Yeah, and I feel like there's been a lot missing in Dynamite. I think, again, it all really started with the Brawl Out thing.
I haven't watched weekly Dynamite since 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I haven't watched weekly since
I can't do it. I can't watch weekly wrestling anymore.
Well, the thing within my case, I haven't watched weekly since that whole Revolution exploding ring debacle thing, which I get it wasn't their fault at the end of the day, but I felt like mainly the reason why I didn't watch it weekly is because I mainly don't have time for it that much.
I don't either.
Anymore.
I don't have nearly as much time as
Plus,
I used to.
with all the backstage drama bullshit that goes on there on a weekly basis,
you're not going to make time. Like, why would you want to make the fucking time? Yeah.
It's not even just making the time, it's just there's nothing of interest.
By the way, can you turn that light off? That might be why the glare is. Like, yeah, just keep the top light on. Yeah, there you go. But yeah, I don't know, man. Like, wrestling is in a weird limbo right now, because, like, it should be, like, the biggest thing, right? Like, it should be. But there's, like, a lot of fucking issues as far as, like, creatively goes, political bullshit.
It's just stupid shit being stupid. That's
yeah,
all it really
and
is.
it's like, you know, if you want to watch the show and you actually find the time, then you're fucking, like, you know, immediately dealing with all this bullshit the minute you come in.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and especially if you're, like, a new fan trying to get into wrestling, like, and you follow social media like a lot of people do nowadays to try to keep up with the stuff, first thing you're gonna fucking see is probably something to do with that bullshit from...
Well, I mean, we've talked about...
You know?
We did 2 whole fucking episodes of a thing talking about pro wrestling toxicity.
Yeah, true.
Yep. Which...
True.
Never doing that again.
No.
That, I'll be honest, was the reason I'm like, we need to rebrand fucking Open Mic Night. There's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way after that.
And plus, you also did a self-promotion podcast where you basically gave your own interpretation of the bullshit since September.
That is true, yeah. Which,
it's
you know.
It's a lot. And I know that you, me, and Casey right now, and James, I would love to have you included on it 100%. We're going through all the All Japan shit because it's fucking
It's good.
It's
it's a different style of wrestling that you wouldn't normally see in from AEW or WWE, where they start stuff slow, and then they build up to a crazy spot of a finish. And those wrestlers, they don't hold back.
No,
they actually, if they want to slap the shit out of you, they'll slap the shit out of you. If they want to punch you in the face,
Stan Hansen comes to mind.
That is true. Yeah.
They treat kayfabe during that era like it was the Iron Curtain.
Dude, it was nuts. The first All Japan match I watched, James, I don't know if you were here for this. You might have been.
I might have been, yeah.
Was Stan Hansen versus...
Yes, he was here.
Yeah, I was here. Yeah,
Stan Hansen versus Kenta Kobashi.
Yeah,
yes.
Him and Kenta fucking...
Kenta came off as a guy trying to get the other guy, hey, slow down. I get we want to make this look real, but we still need to go home at the end of the day. And Stan Hansen says, fuck you, you're in my world, and you are now my bitch.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah, man.
The Mitsuharu Misawa Kenta Kobashi match that we watched
is tremendous.
Fantastic.
And I'm
we watched...
And I'm like, now I know why Paul Heyman wanted them on ECW pay-per-view so badly.
And the match that I think blew our minds was the one at the Tokyo Dome between... I forgot
Asia Kong.
Aja Kong and the Black Widow, Manami Toyota.
Yeah.
Where Manami Toyota had a Devon Dudley moment.
Oh no! Oh no!
I marked the fuck out.
You were
where she got the table.
Devon! Get the table!
Dude,
It was
so good.
nuts.
It's so cool.
And it was completely unexpected. None of us were watching
that reverse into the fucking rolling Yoshi tonic at the top rope. I went, awesome, sick.
Yeah.
Whatever women's wrestling is doing now, do that, but better.
Yeah, true that. Yeah.
Asia got some fucking offense, and we thought it was disgusting.
It was
She was fucking hitting
it
with
was
so many
gross,
hands.
dude.
Yeah, it was fucking...
Speaking of which, I got a match that we can check out in the future. It's a good one.
Yeah, definitely.
It's Masahiro Chono taking on Mitsuharu Misawa.
Yes.
2001.
Mr. August.
Hold on, 2002. It is the 30th anniversary of New Japan.
Nice.
That fucking match is nuts. It's
nutty.
Man,
nutty. Yeah.
Mr. August versus the Golden Boy.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's a fucking classic, all time banger. Mm-hmm. But yeah, man. I mean, it really comes down to back to kind of the topic at hand. It's just that's kind of what we're doing now. It's if we're gonna watch modern shit, it's either we're gonna not watch it at all, or we're gonna choose one thing to watch every week, and then the rest is retro.
I'd rather do All Japan every week.
Yeah.
And we go through a playlist of stuff, and we'll watch 5 or 6 matches.
Yeah. True. Because
that'd be better. I think that'd be great for the channel to begin with. Anyway,
I think it also helps that Japan, while they have some politics, it's not nearly as bad.
The wrestling's incredible.
It doesn't affect the wrestling. Whatever backstage politics are there are gone the minute they fucking walk
in the fucking ring.
Oh yeah.
They are pure professionals the minute they step into the ring. There's no bullshit. There's no half measures. It's all there.
At least as far as makes it to our ears.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't need to know about the backstage stuff or anything like that because fuck it. I think it's awesome to have a country that doesn't really
actually gives a shit. Yeah.
Any of that information come out.
It would have made it way easier for wrestling to succeed, I think, in this country.
Though when we watched the Kenta versus Misawa match, one of them, we immediately noticed there's 2 Yakuza in the crowd.
Yeah.
Immediately we knew it was 2 members of the
And I think one of them is the owner of the fucking company.
Yeah, because he has the goddamn pin in his lapel, which is a signature of the fucking Yakuza in Japan.
So there you go. But yeah, that's kind of our thoughts on All In, or just wrestling in general right now. It is what it is. Again, we're probably more into the retro shit lately. You'll probably see me more on Owen's channel doing retros. Them watching All Japan.
It's you can call it burnout if you want. You're probably not wrong in at least one sense, but we're just really sick of all the bullshit.
I mean, I wouldn't just say it's burnout. I would just say, we're kind of getting tired of this wrestling nowadays where it just looks bland. I kind of want to look back and see how wrestling used to be.
I want to feel that fucking hit in my bones.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't want to sit there and see a bunch of fucking... I know this sounds like I'm such an old man. It really does. It makes me sound like I'm a fucking boomer when I say this really bad. But the thing is, and I'll say it real quickly, is modern wrestling as a industry doesn't hold my attention, and that's okay because it's not for me. And that's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to watch fucking Misawa be a god.
Yeah.
I want to see Akira Tao be a fucking god.
I want to watch Kenta Kobashi cave someone's chest in.
Like, I think the main reason is, like, in AEW and WWE, those guys, they're more self-proclaimed in their craft. Like, they call themselves the greatest by their own design. And when you look at matches in Japan, those guys are just doing their job of being wrestlers. They never are self-proclaimed as gods.
Obviously, they would be when they're heels.
Chono would disagree.
Yeah, if they're heels,
Chono's got a fucking ego the size of Mount Fuji.
Chono has a complex, but everyone else...
But you know what? But you know what? You know what? He has a good goddamn reason to have that complex.
Yeah. Well, it's also the fact that, like, okay, if we were to do the Lion system that's in Japan and America,
Young Lions,
it would probably work out really well because it starts from you go and work from the low level of shit and you start building your way up over time. You go from being the guy that you're going to go grab the bags, you're going to go fucking set up the ring, you're going to be the crew, you're going to work on the cameras.
You're going to go out and get jobbed every night.
You're going to get jobbed a lot. But it's worth it. You're going to do their laundry when they ask you to. Like, you're going to do those things. You're going to pick up things from the store, even if you don't want to. You're going to do it.
Yep.
And that's under the idea of you put your time in, and then you fucking do the other thing.
Pay your dues.
Yep.
They actually stick with the method of pay your dues.
It's kind of like when... This is really stupid. WWE has if you are a new guy and you have an ice pack, they will immediately start fucking hazing you.
Yeah.
They will immediately... Because it's like, oh yeah, I've had like a 30-minute fucking match while you're using an ice pack. I can't use an ice pack?
Yeah, right.
No, you shouldn't have to. You're young. What?
Yeah, it's...
I'm not going to be young forever, asshole!
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. It's one of those things. But listen, if you want us to watch All Japan, New Japan, whatever content, it doesn't really matter. We'll fucking cover it.
Yeah, we'll show.
It's not like we're sitting there and saying we won't cover modern wrestling. The pay-per-views are usually really fucking good.
And therein lies the difference too. I've noticed since being on Jeff's shit, I'm watching just monthly now.
It's better.
Way better.
Way better. Because here's what you can do.
Because the recap packages are really good at what they're meant for.
Yeah. And on top of the fact, let's be honest, it takes you less than 10 minutes to look up, why is this person facing this person?
Yeah, true. True that.
Oh, here's the whole storyline. Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm completely caught up with everything for the past month.
It's one of those things where it's just a different time now, I think.
It's not Saturday morning cartoons anymore.
No. No.
Especially since Cartoon Network doesn't fucking exist anymore.
Oh, God, don't even give me
That's
started.
so crazy. We're in the weird timeline, I swear. We're in the weird one.
What do they call it now?
I have no idea, but I just know that some of their assets were fucking liquidized.
That's unbelievable.
It's very weird.
That said, let's go into, I guess, the other topic, or another topic. Who wants to go next? Because I already got my topic.
Who wants to raise their hand?
Raise your hand.
Roshan Beaufort?
I'm not let you kick me in the nuts.
Yeah, just go for it.
I'll do it. Alright, so, what do you guys want to talk about? Oh, I got one. How about a perfect conclusion, kind of, to a franchise that shouldn't have worked to begin with?
You're talking about Guardians of the Galaxy.
No, I'm not. In fact, I am talking about John Wick.
John Wick.
Ah.
Yep. Here's the question I want to ask. How did we get from a low-budget, old assassin who has the motivation to go after some thugs who killed his dog and stole his car to I am going after every single assassin on the planet, and yet somehow I haven't died yet? So
the correct answer?
Yes.
Keanu Reeves. You can put him in anything, and the movie will work.
All we just need is him and Nicolas Cage in a film together.
Oh my god, that has to happen.
Oh my
Please
god,
let that happen.
Face Off 2. Can we get that, Hollywood?
Yes!
Oh no, because Nick's dead.
Oh.
Yeah, you don't remember the ending of Face Off? He dies.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
In which case it'd be Travolta and Keanu.
Speaking of which, just saw the Nicolas Cage fucking Wonderland movie.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a movie we gotta watch.
Dude, he murders those robots super hard.
Right.
Holy shit. Anyway.
So, I went to watch John Wick Chapter 4.
Yeah.
I watched this on a Monday because I didn't want to wait for the $5 Tuesday thing that they got at Patriot Cinemas. Which, by the way, they fucking lie now. It's no longer $5 Tuesdays. It's $6 Tuesdays.
Those motherfuckers! And God damn it, Biden!
The recession's coming!
Inflation!
Biden!
So I went to see this by myself, and I went into the
Did you
theater.
jerk off in the bag?
No. Well,
What kind of question is that?
I wasn't gonna get banned. Stop looking at me like that. What are you doing?
I'll believe you this time.
But no,
Alright, Carl Jung.
I was by myself in the theater. First time this ever happened. I'm like, oh sweet, I got the whole theater to myself. And I'm watching the movie.
Yeah.
First off, we don't get to see the title. Instead, we see words that read, "In memory of Lance Reddick." And I'm sitting there going, fuck. Like, I really want to talk about this. Lionsgate, Legendary Studios, whoever it is that pushed this movie for the release date, you couldn't have waited, like...
To the end of the movie?
No, like a month later. Like after.
Yeah,
because
right.
this movie was released on the week Lance Reddick passed away. And I'm like, this is kind of a little too soon. I mean, at least like a month later would have been fine. But I'm sure...
Stop it, cat.
Sorry, the cats are having an orgy.
Cat fight!
But
Like, no. Oh my god.
no, I'm
There
sure
goes the
that they had
remote.
like time restraints or something.
It's a chair case.
So I feel like
So
we're
it's a
at the point now where some time has passed since the movie, and I just wanted to give my play-by-play of the whole movie.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm not doing the full 3 hours.
Yeah, don't spoil any.
John Wick 4
Well,
is
I
3
guess.
hours?
Yeah, it's a long movie.
Fucking hell.
But it kind of deserves it after
It
being
needs to be,
4
yeah.
fucking parts. It needs that long bit for the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm basically going to give you like the rundown of what's going down for this movie. So John Wick, now his price range for his bounty is close to around $20 million. Every single assassin on the planet is going after him, and he needs a way out to clear all his debts. So he tries to challenge the high order of the assassins guilds
Right.
to a duel. Only way to do that is he needs to reconnect to his past roots of his old clan, because if you have a clan who represents you in a duel, you are eligible to partake in the duel.
Right.
The duel takes place in Paris, where he needs to fight the leader of the order. I can't remember his name. I think his name is Marquis. He's played by, I think, the Skarsgård actor who played Pennywise in It.
Bill Skarsgård?
I think it was Bill Skarsgård. So he's going through Paris, and Skarsgård decides to fuck up his plan meeting by making sure that John Wick doesn't show up by sunup.
Yeah.
So
Also, before you continue, Nikos, one quick thing I want to address. I believe this is the first John Wick movie to actually have a subtitle.
No, they all have a subtitle.
they all have subtitles.
Do they?
The first one doesn't.
Yeah. So John Wick, of course, he's going through Paris, like murking guys left and right with the most insane amount of CGI built for this movie, which is crazy. And quick shout out, the director of this movie has confirmed that he will be doing the live action Ghost of Tsushima movie.
Ooh,
because there is a scene where John Wick goes to Japan, and it just shows that, yeah, he's got his cinematography shit down right.
It did sound, that was one of the compliments I heard was the cinematography of this
movie. Oh yeah, this movie has great cinematography. Like, there's this one scene where John Wick has a shotgun with dragon's flame rounds.
Dragon's breath,
excuse me. And the camera is panned, like, is shot down like a bird's eye view, where John Wick's going to room clearing out enemies, looking like it's an old-style video game, because I feel like this is what this movie is. It's like a video game adaptation done correctly. They brought up a couple characters, like there's this assassin character who's like a new guy. Right. His name is Mr. Nobody. He has a dog with him. His plan is to kill John, but there is a moment where John notices that he has a dog with him.
Right.
And the other assassin tries to kill the dog, and John instead kills the assassin, which earns that assassin's respect of, you spared my dog? Guess what? You're on my list. So he helps John out get to his destination safely. And
I know what it's like to lose man's best friend.
I have to bring this up. And I know this is all CG, and of course there's safety pads and shit, but the amount of shit that Keanu Reeves goes through for the stunts of him falling.
Oh, he's like Tom Cruise.
He's in his 50s.
Yeah, for real. Like, he's like Tom Cruise. Like,
I always remember the fucking, I think it's the second or third movie where he gets shot off the roof.
That's the third one.
It's fucking like...
In this movie, in Paris, there are these famous 200 steps that lead from, like, ground level street area all the way up to a tower. He has to run up the 200 steps while killing the assassins. He gets to the top. He meets that one assassin that he always confronts, kicks him off, and he just tumbles all the way down to the steps.
Dude.
And I need to let you boys know, he's on a time limit. He needs to be at the duel area before sunup. And this assassin made his trip fucking harder and harder.
Of course.
Until finally, he gets rid of the assassin, finally makes it to his dueling, and then we get to the moment, and of course I'm not going to spoil anything, but something happens there where John is at the moment of, fuck, this actually might be the time where I feel like I'm going to have to hang it up now. Because at this point in the game, there's no escaping.
Right.
This is his moment where, if I do this, all my crimes, all my debts will be paid off, and I will officially be a free man. They did confirm that they might be working on a John Wick 5, but based on the ending of 4, I feel like it's a perfect ending. If you are planning to do a 5th movie,
depends on how to do it.
My only suggestion is do a different protege.
Right.
Or do a prequel. Do like an origin story for John Wick.
That would be cool.
But in my opinion, 4 has to be a better conclusion, because these movies, they get better over time. Like, I was impressed with 1, I was astonished by 2, I was blown away with 3, and 4, being it as a 3-hour-long movie, I was exhausted in the first hour. There was so much action. I was, again, by myself in the theater. I was yelling, I was screaming, I was pumped up with all the gory kills that he goes after. After an hour in, I'm like, I
need a drink. I need to refill.
I wanted to leave the theater because I'm like, I can't fucking take this. There's so much action going on that I'm like, I think I'm done. I kind of just don't want to see how this plays out because I'm already just gassed the fuck out.
That's
funny. But throughout the whole movie, I'm just like, all right, yeah, oh my god, this is good. I'm sorry, this is the best reaction you're gonna get out of me. Also, the other actors that they bring in that prevents John from getting to his destination.
Love how you became voice critical then.
Yeah.
This is the best reaction you're gonna get.
These
aren't clips. These are mags.
These are clips. You fucking dummy. These are mags.
These are mags.
But one character I'd like to bring up, Donnie Yen is in this movie, and for some reason, he loves playing the blind guy, and I felt that. I felt that from you. I know because you love Donnie Yen, but better. Just like in Rogue One, he plays as a blind guy. Perfectly.
Yep, and then he whoops people's asses as the blind guy.
He whoops people's asses.
Oh, he's Zatoichi?
The Japanese blind swordsman?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking reference.
I was not expecting you to pull that shit out.
No DQ helped.
But, yeah, John Wick Chapter 4.
Of all fucking things!
Go ahead.
John Wick Chapter 4, just really good action overall.
Good action.
Like, they really outdid themselves with this movie. Like, honestly, after the fourth one, I'm like, how are you going to be able to top this if you're going to make 5?
I don't know.
You don't.
No, honestly, you don't. I'd like to see...
I'm with them.
Lionsgate, I'd like to see you try with this one.
Depends on how they do it, because I was... For me, it was like... I remember the Toy Story 1, 2, and 3. It was fucking perfect, right?
Yeah.
Like, they had the perfect conclusion for 3. And then I was like, they announced 4, and I'm like, no, they're gonna ruin what they did for 3. And then I realized, oh wait, no.
4
It's alright. Okay, they're actually kind of going into a new direction with this because they're in a new place.
Yeah.
So it's new story, new generation's gonna come into it. Okay. Alright, that's fine. And then the story actually ended up being really good in 4.
It's just, with John Wick Chapter 4, like, again, and I'm gonna have to spoil this for an upcoming thing, all the characters, I feel like they wrapped up perfectly on how they need to end for their arcs. Like, Winston, who played as the general manager of the Continental Hotel.
Right.
I feel like how he ended up with, alright, the deal's been fulfilled, he is now reinstated as his position. John now, and yes, I have to spoil this, he's free of all his crimes and all his debts.
His past no longer holds him down. He is a free man once more.
And the send-off for Lance Reddick.
Ooh.
Yes, he is in this movie, and I was ready to walk out when this happened. So
that sounds emotional.
After the introduction of In Memory of Lance Reddick, we get a scene where Winston and Lance go meet the Skarsgård, the High Table, and the High Table is displeased at the fact like, oh, this wouldn't have happened if you just killed John in the second movie, but you let him go. He pulls out his gun, points it at Winston, and says, now you're going to experience real pain. And he shoots Lance in the chest. And I literally held both hands to my mouth.
Holy
like,
shit.
Dude, he just died in real life. Why? You could have pushed this a month later.
Oh my gosh.
And his last words was, it was an honor to have served you, sir. And I'm like,
that's
he just
crazy.
died, bro.
That's wild.
And there was also a scene where Winston is like at his tombstone and is like, a loyal friend. And Johns was like, is this what he wanted for his tomb? Like, yeah, that's what he wanted. And I'm like, you could have waited a month. This was too soon, man.
Yeah, but at the same time,
maximum impact.
Yeah, honestly,
I was shocked. They did exactly what they needed to do.
And guess what? First 10 minutes of the movie.
Oh fuck. Okay.
This was the first 10 minutes.
Nice.
In the beginning scene, John is seeking out the Elder, who I think it was in Saudi Arabia. No, it was in Saudi Arabia. It was where Casablanca was.
No, it was Vincent.
He goes to speak with him, gets rid of the Elder, then it cuts to the whole scene with Winston and Lance Reddick's character, and then they just kill off Lance, and I'm just like, dude, you could have waited a fucking month. But I get it.
I don't know, man. If
I get it.
It made a lot of sense.
Maximum impact.
They waited any long. Obviously, they put that scene in the movie because they needed to, or because it was part of the script.
This was definitely before he died.
So
they were
I don't think they could have done it any other way, honestly. I don't think they could have. It was already on its way to release, you know.
And since I already spoiled the fate of Lance, I think I should talk about the ending.
Yeah, spoiler alert for
Spoiler alert, I'm giving
you are so fucking bad at not being a spoiler troll. I swear to God.
Yeah.
This motherfucker, by the way, this piece of shit has been spoiling Jedi Survivor for like 2 weeks now.
I have not spoiled.
You are a cunt. You have told me so many things that I'm like, stop talking to me about it. Yeah, I was just walking around on this planet. I didn't know that was in the game.
Okay, but you're gonna walk by it anyway.
It doesn't matter. Don't tell me.
That's it. We're turning the camera off. I'm gonna fucking whoop your ass.
Come on the camera.
Dude, it's not like it was a major story spoiler.
But I wanted to experience that for the first time.
It's a fucking rock. It's a rock.
I don't care. It's important.
It's important. Not that important, actually. To you. Alright, so... Are we good?
Anywho! No idea, because he threw the damn camera on me. Alright. I think we're good.
We're good.
Fucking hell.
Alright, am I good? Can I spoil this?
You need to... Well, yeah, you can, but you need to set up now.
Oh, I have to... Oh.
Yeah, he kind of made you slouch, but continue.
I've been slouching since the beginning of this video.
Yeah, but it was... Yeah, you slouched more because he kept beating your ass. He beat your ass. That's what happened, folks.
He beat my ass.
He beat my ass.
He gave me the equivalent of an injection shot.
Fair.
What was that, a pinch?
Still alive.
I don't know, I'm still wobbly here.
Anyway,
I'm gonna have a spasm at the end.
I'll let you know the budget's balanced now.
But, so, with the fate of John, he goes through this duel. Expertly done, by the way. So, the whole point of the duel, it's like an old traditional way, where they take 20 paces, have one bullet each, kill each other from afar.
Oh, so like a John Wayne type thing.
And they're slowly coming together.
Oh,
they go from 20 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet. And then Skarsgård shoots John. John doesn't shoot back. And Skarsgård's just doing that early celebration thing, and Winston looks at him and says, "You fucking dumbass. What? You didn't shoot." Goes back to John. John shoots him in the head when he thinks that he killed him. And I'm like, that's a perfect way to fucking sun all over your fucking villain.
Nice.
However, John is mortally wounded from the duel. And the last shot that we see of the movie is Winston paying respects to John's tombstone.
He died? So they're both dead. Everybody died.
Well, they are making John Wick 5, so...
How? How?
In the newest John Wick adaptation, he comes back, but as a cyborg.
Wake the fuck up, samurai!
I'll save John Wick, I'll save you! Hold on! Somebody get the African witch doctor that brought Alan Quartermain back.
Fuck.
But
weren't ready for that one, were you, James?
No, I wasn't.
But honestly, it was a fitting way to at least somewhat end John's arc through this whole way, because if he's actually dead...
Yeah.
Like, if this is like some, the Dark Knight Returns thing, where they have Batman's funeral, but turns out he was alive at the end. If they have, like, that type of situation where, yeah, they just have an empty grave for John, John's actually still alive. Because even Winston was asked, is he actually dead? Like, do you know where he is now? And Winston's like, where he needs to be. He doesn't say he's in heaven or hell, he's just where he needs to be.
He's back at home, sitting around, waiting.
Just waiting.
Wait, there's a fifth one? What are we doing to this? It's just
He's
about
under
John
the
making
witness.
breakfast.
He's under the witness
It's a whole
protection
fucking
program.
40-minute movie. Of him making
Oh my
breakfast.
god.
That's it.
Keanu Reeves versus Jim Caviezel in the Person of Interest surveillance program.
Oh my god. That's fucked up, man.
So, overall, my thoughts on John Wick Chapter 4. Honestly, this director really did a good job with a lot of the cinematography. The story beats is there. The character wraps up nicely. But, again, the real question comes into play is, what's next now? You're planning on 5, but honestly, isn't this a better
What do you
conclusion?
do for 5? That's crazy.
The joke is, you don't.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, one thing I need to bring up, which is funny. So, you've seen Undisputed Boyka before, right?
Yeah, he's super fat in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did not notice who he was until I looked it up. I'm like, who's this character?
That would be... what is his name? I don't remember the name of the actor, shit.
But, yeah, the
Scott Adkinson.
Scott Adkinson.
Okay.
He's in this movie. Does not look like the character that you would expect coming out of, Undisputed.
He's big fucking chubby.
He's chunky, but he can kick like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And some of the action scenes, like, they're fighting at a dance club. They're just shooting at each other. And yet the dancers, or the patrons, are still dancing. Which, unrealistic at times.
Depends on the music.
It does depend on the music.
I mean...
Could be.
It took place in Germany.
Oh, yeah, they're not moving.
No, they are not moving.
They're not moving.
They listen to that Rem Wrench. But
Just say, listen to Rammstein.
Yeah, I was about to say Rammstein. Fire, fire.
But I know that there are some moments in the movie where
Ryan Ranch.
it just kind of doesn't make sense at a lot of the times. Like, again, the dancers in the nightclub.
That's the real cowboy shit.
16 naked cowboys from Young Ranch.
You're a fucking asshole.
Big hot solving cocks.
But
18 naked cowboys ready to fuck.
Ready to smash.
Ooh,
You ever heard
another kind of smash as we move on. Little fellow with a red cap also had a movie.
Before you get to that, because I was actually going to segue too. I was wondering where you're going with that. You were waiting for John Wick from F to S rank. What would you give it?
I give this a C.
What? A Z?
Yeah.
It's not in the rank system.
It's not in the rank system.
Well, now it is.
No,
No,
it
it's
is not.
not.
We are not adding more fucking letters.
This is not Xenoverse.
It's
You do not
S
get
rank. It's S rank. If it's
I mean,
good.
honestly, there are
What would
some
you give?
moments where it just kind of like seems a little questionable at times. Like,
Okay, so you would give it? Would you give it a strong, solid A?
I give it an A+.
A plus. Okay. There you go.
I mean, again, there are some story beats in this movie that just kind of falls flat in a couple areas. Like, I feel like John kind of deserves like more of like speaking roles. I know he's supposed to be like a silent type of character, but I feel like if you added just more dialogue to him, I feel like he would just be more of a sympathetic character.
But if you add too much, he becomes really bland.
That's fair. But besides, it's Keanu anyway. If you even add more dialogue to him, I feel like it just wouldn't matter.
Yeah, true.
So I give this an A+.
So there you go. There you go. A plus movie for John Wick 4, and now we move on to.
It's almost like I don't have to watch the movie anymore. Oh wait,
No,
you will. No, I probably won't now. I know it.
And now we segue into Bowser's Gangster's Paradise.
Shit,
they actually play that in the movie?
No.
That would be hilarious.
But it would be. No, they did play "Take on Me" and like one of the licensed track.
They played "Take on Me." They so got that from Rich Alvarez.
Oh, totally.
They had to have. No way they didn't. That's funny.
Yeah. But yeah, as you can see on James's shirt, we had a little plumber who got a full-length animated
It's
film.
Sibby.
Mid at best.
Goomba, fuck you.
It's alright.
I haven't seen it yet, but if I were to see it, it's only
a-
for 2 characters, and no, not Mario and Luigi.
Who? Bowser.
Seth Rogen, Donkey Mongus, and Bowser.
Because let's be honest, Bowser at the piano steals the whole goddamn
Bitches! Like, if you're watching that...
Solid impression.
If you're watching that in low quality, it sounds like he's saying bitches, but he's actually saying peaches. But I feel like...
It sounds like bitches, yeah. Why does Bowser always sound like he's saying something awful?
It's Jack Black.
Don't
Bowser.
Don't
Bowser.
even finish that notion.
I'm just saying.
He's just putting it out there.
Yeah, it happened. It happened.
And of course, from what I saw on a spoiler clip on YouTube, DK laughs. The Seth Rogen laugh, and I'm like,
he laughs! And it actually fits.
He actually fits.
I don't know. Okay, so let Casey give his thoughts on that. So how what did you think? Like, breakdown of it.
Well, honestly, it's if you're looking for like just a simple, admittedly a bit formulaic, but just a simple, harmless, mindless, fun kids film,
right?
This is absolutely the film for you.
Which is kind of what Mario is.
If you are a longtime Mario fan like me, this is also the movie for you.
Huh.
Because there are Easter eggs, mythological gags, and references to the seventh hell.
Fair enough.
And my personal favorite was one that was shown in the trailer, so I can talk about this.
Go ahead.
Rainbow Road is right in the middle of the movie, and cool. It was goddamn glorious!
Is it like an actual highway, or like what do they do for this?
It's literally just a solid rainbow that they drive on. No rails, no bullshit.
Wait, what? How does it?
It's
Mario.
Yeah. Exactly. Thank you.
Listen, Mario partakes in cannibalism. Okay, he fucking eats the people.
Mushroom.
Oh wow, you look like a mushroom. Ooh, delicious mushroom I found.
And the mushroom king just lets that happen.
That's my son.
No, it's like what the fuck?
Yeah.
But
dude, Rainbow Road in and of itself looked amazing. There was a double dash shout out at one point when I think it was Mario and Donkey Kong and Peach and Toad both ended up on the same two carts. So that was a cool thing for me. They included a reference to the old N64 half-track skip, where for those of you who don't know, in N64 Mario Kart Rainbow Road, if you get a turbo start off the if you get a turbo boost off the start line, and just before you start going down the hill, if you make a hard left turn and jump over the rail, you can skip pretty much half the course. You like fly through space and time and land further up the track.
That's funny. It's a glitch.
No, well, I don't know if the
in the N64 is it a glitch?
No. Anybody can do this. I don't necessarily think that is intended for you to do it, but literally anybody can do this.
So it's a glitch then. It's a glitch. If it's not intended to be done, it's a glitch.
He's gonna keep saying it, so just agree. He's gonna keep saying it, so just agree with him.
I thought, isn't that what it is?
No, you're wrong, but that's okay. You can keep saying it. So.
Okay, I guess I'm wrong. I don't know.
Yeah, because glitches tend to, at least the way I understand them, at least the way I understand them.
It's more, from what I understand from Casey's perspective, it's more of like a secret way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not necessarily a glitch, but kind of
because glitch to me is anything that breaks the
actual engine of it.
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough.
So, and of course, Blue Shell.
No, Mario going to Blue Shell Shack. We'll get to that today. We'll get to that.
But yeah, I was in a theater and I did not get to watch this by myself, so I could not go full fanboy. But rest assured, I was marking out through this entire goddamn movie.
Fair enough.
And it's a quick movie too. 93 minutes goes by in a blink.
It's only 93 minutes.
About that, yeah.
That's fucking crazy that they were able to film as much as in the fucking trailers as they were able to.
Yeah.
But to be fair, Illumination pretty much spent their entire stock into this movie. Yeah. Actually, no, they spent their entire stock into the Despicable Me and Minions fucking hellhole than they did in this movie. Because, I'm gonna say it, they put more thought and effort into this movie than any other movie made by Illumination.
Yeah, well, that's primarily because it's a Nintendo license.
Yeah, Nintendo.
And Shigeru...
They would have never worked in the industry.
Oh, God, no. And even if it didn't work, well, they still had Minions, which, let's be honest, fucking blows.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wore my suit.
Well, anyway... for my money, solid B plus film. It's harmless, pretty mindless, but when I saw this movie, I did not realize how much I needed just a simple buy the book, turn the brain off, buy the book kids film until I saw this movie.
Yeah, man.
Like it was so refreshing. It was so refreshing to not have to go, ooh, high drama, big shots. And there were plenty of big shots.
What he means is, I watched Batman. I didn't want to watch Batman again.
Dude, Batman, it still confuses me sometimes. That fucking specific version. But
Great movie, but holy hell, that plot is in love with itself.
It's great.
Mm-hmm. Now, question I want to ask you about the Mario movie. What did you think about the voice cast, aside from Jack Black and Seth Rogen? What did you think about the rest of the voice cast?
Which, ironically enough, everybody said he was going to get the most shit, Seth Rogen.
Turns out
it wasn't Chris Pratt.
S tier.
Chris Pratt, I actually thought really did okay for himself.
Yeah.
I could hear a faint New York accent pretty much throughout the entire
They
movie.
criticized Chris Pratt as sounding too much like Tony Soprano.
Well,
Super Mario Brothers Super Show, anybody?
Yeah.
Like
there was a time before Charles Martinet, people, who by the way is thankfully in the film.
As a cameo.
Yep, he plays
Jumpman.
Yeah, the original Jumpman and Papa Mario.
Ooh. Oh, so is he doing the voice for, like in Mario with Papa Mario? Or?
No, he's sounding more like, as Papa Mario, he's sounding more like Mario used to sound before Charlie came along and took the role. So think more Captain Lou Albano, but not quite as rough around the edges.
I see. Okay.
I love Captain Lou.
If you want Charles Martinet doing something close to his actual Mario voice, look for Jumpman in the arcade.
Okay, so he is doing the Mario voice.
A very close approximation.
I saved your mother from a fucking gorilla, and this is how you treat me? You fucking piece of shit!
You stupid motherfucker!
Also,
what the fuck is a Tingus Pingus? What do you mean you brought up a bomb home? I can't believe you left that thing in my house!
You brought home this piece of shit!
Tell that clown-wearing fucking Bowsette to get the fuck out of my house! I don't care if it doesn't have a way. It's not allowed to come around here!
You brought this prostitute home? You stupid bitch!
Hey, sweetheart, I like peaches too.
God damn it!
Oh my
I could eat a peach for hours.
Anyway, another guy perfectly cast, Charlie Day.
Really?
If you've seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, every time he screams, I always get Luigi. He has that vibe.
Oh
of
my
just
god!
Screaming constantly.
So he's Luigi. Okay.
He is Luigi. Yes.
So he's got the scream for Luigi down. Perfect.
Oh
yeah, he's
perfect.
Amazing.
Awesome.
Like Charlie Day, Seth Rogen, Jack Black, picture perfect casting.
Oh, Jack Black, I think saved this movie.
Dude, Jack Black
didn't save this movie. Jack Black stole this goddamn movie.
Dude, Jack Black in both movies for Super Mario. Brilliant casting. Because there was the first one and then there was the second one.
What do you mean?
What first one?
Yeah, what first one?
The first one they did.
That was Dennis Hopper, you dumb shit.
Was that not?
That was Bob Hoskins.
Really?
Yeah.
That was Bob Hoskins.
Huh. Bob Hoskins, John Leguizamo, and fucking Dennis Hopper. Yeah.
That's really weird. I thought that
James,
was Jack.
I hate to tell you, Bob Hoskins does not look like Jack Black.
No, I'm saying like the sound. Okay.
No, it's not even close, dog.
No,
you need to rewatch the 1980s Mario.
No, I'm not talking about the 1980s one.
What
I'm talking about the first one, the first Super Mario movie of this generation.
Dude, that's this movie.
That's this movie.
I swear there was another one.
James, you're not in a different timeline. I promise.
All right, nope. I'm looking this up because I know I'm right.
No, James, there was a Super Mario Bros. Movie which had Bob Hoskins.
Super Mario movie. Just hang on, because I'm... Yeah, 2023, there was a Super Mario Bros.
Which is
movie.
This one.
And then there was the one where Mario first went into the Mushroom Kingdom with that animation style.
That's this movie.
Wait, I thought... Oh, is it?
James, you're an idiot. How dare you jump timelines like a moron?
I thought for some reason they were two different movies.
Retard.
Hey! Listen, I thought it was two separate movies.
Where's the lie?
I know that your needs might be special, but don't pretend that you have them. I said needs. He slaps his knee.
Exactly. Got big knee. Okay, so Jack Black. Back to my original point. Perfect fucking casting for Bowser.
Absolutely, he
Any
nailed
movie
it.
he's in,
He does fine.
Yeah. Also, while we're on the Mario movie, before we move on, because I'm pretty sure we're about done here, some guy had either balls of steel or a death wish.
Yeah.
And posted the entire fucking movie to Twitter twice.
Yeah, twice?
Twice!
So I hate to say
Nintendo got him the first time, and he said, you know what? They didn't kill me. Fuck Nintendo. And he fucking did it again.
Yeah, that's how I watched the whole thing.
Yeah.
I just downloaded the whole fucking VOD.
Yeah, it is what it is. I mean...
I'm not saying where I downloaded it.
Alternative methods. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like
Amazon has great deals.
A lot of people are against Nintendo for a lot of reasons, including fucking...
They have enough money.
Yeah.
Release fucking F-Zero, cunts.
Yep.
Stop fucking holding back on that. That shit had an anime, for fuck's sake.
How about... No, here's another fucking thing, too, with Nintendo. How about the fact that they're attacking emulation as well? Full on just attacking it. Even you can't play the old games because we can still make money off that. No, you fucking can't.
Well, they've tried, and the problem comes in. And even Casey will agree with me. You don't own any of those games.
Right.
Right? Like, at all. You have access to them. You don't own any of them on a digital platform. You just sign up for the network that exists to play them.
Right.
That sucks.
That's bullshit.
I'm going to tell you right now that on this laptop right here, I have SNES games that aren't even released on that yet because of licensing issues. And I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go and try to find your special edition to play Mario 64.
For it to also be subpar fucking controls as well.
Yep. I don't want to go and buy Super Mario All-Stars all over again. I fucking own that back in 2003. I don't want to get it again.
I think Mimutahara says it best, and we're going to be talking about where he just completely rants on people trying to get rid of emulation as well. Half and half with it, really, with that opinion. But the general point of what he usually says in that is emulation is the way to preserve these games in the long term.
Yeah,
it's a historical catalog. It's like a fucking museum, right? That's what it is.
The internet has every piece of history that has ever been fucking written, shown, or talked about.
Yep.
Everything. Doesn't matter. Even if it's not real or if it's real, it doesn't matter. It exists. It's on the internet. It's going to exist forever now.
Yep. That's
why the Wayback Machine fucking exists. You can go to a website all the way back in time to when it first started, all the way up to the moment now.
Yeah, exactly.
The primary problem, specifically with Nintendo, because no other company goes after emulation. Capcom doesn't go after people for emulation.
EA. EA.
Well, they're evil anyway.
True. True.
That's what the E stands for.
Evil.
Evil.
The problem comes in that emulation is a safe, easy way to get fucking everything. I have a whole bunch of shit on that just for my own personal need. If I ever get bored, I'm like, I need something different.
Me too.
It's easy.
It's great.
James, let me ask you right now. How hard would it be to get WrestleMania 19?
Not at all.
No. I mean, as a physical copy, plus a GameCube, plus the controllers, plus all the wires, plus the memory card.
Oh, it's fucking ridiculous.
It's expensive.
That's expensive.
How much did this box of shit cost you for everything?
1.2 G.
God damn, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
1.2 G for a bunch of fucking
N64
titles and the console?
Yep.
Fuck that.
1.2 grand.
And the console was like
dirt.
$80.
Dirt money.
And so everything else was a fucking...
Everything else.
Because those games are preserved in like history.
Yeah.
It's like...
And I bought a lot of fucking games.
Shit. Like the frontiers of gaming was like in those
cartridges, yeah.
Like, to give an example, Konami hasn't released MGS4 on a different platform than the PS3, which is fucked. You can't get that on anything else.
Fucking Mimo Hart brought that
Yep,
up.
you can't get that anywhere else, so no shit you're going to fucking emulate it because it's easier.
Yep.
You can run it on a modern system and it's easier. There's a bunch of old original Xbox games that you can't get
play.
access to.
You cannot play
because they don't exist anymore. The problem comes in is that the people that want to fight emulation are companies. The people that want it are the fans.
And even then, it's like, it's not an issue with... yes, you're going to have the fucking pirates, right?
Yep.
Whatever.
It's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
Though,
but
Elden Ring did a fun fucking thing for that.
But it's like, people are going to mod.
Do you want to know?
If they can jailbreak the fucking game, they call it jailbreak or whatever, yeah, you're going to have the fucking modding.
But not everybody knows how to do that.
And not everybody knows how to do
Not
that.
everybody has a fucking $3,000 computer in their room. Not everybody has access to that type of power to do all that shit.
My whole thing is that a lot of these modders that can do that, a lot of them are just like, oh, we gotta hate them. They're making profit off their game when in reality they're barely making a fucking dime off of emulation.
Oh yeah.
Right?
No, emulation. James, you don't make any money off of emulation. If you do, it's against the law.
Instead of, doing that, why not just, hire them to make your fucking next game?
Here's why. A, because that'd be a good idea.
That would be a good idea.
And B, fuck you, it's our license.
Yeah.
Here's the difference, right? When people come up with fan games and shit, right? Want to know rule number one of what you should do if you're making a fan game or a project and you want to tell people about it?
Go ahead.
It's real simple. It's literally 4 words. Are you ready? Shut the fuck up! Don't tell anybody what you're working on, except for like, I need people to help me code this project, and then you let people know.
The only issue with that is obviously they're doing the fan game, so that they're not making money.
Oh, you want me to
but
give? Can I give an example of when Nintendo decided to take down probably the most interesting project ever?
Go ahead.
Another Metroid 2 remake.
Oh, besides that, fucking Pokemon Uranium.
Oh,
that thing was worked on for 10 years, and then they went, no more.
Yep.
Nope.
Did that with Project M, did that with Project Plus, too.
Yep, they did it with everything. And then you know what happens? You just name it as something else. And then you just continue working.
Yeah, that's basically what's been happening.
To give, Case, you love Quake.
Yeah.
A lot. There's a Quake mod for Dragon Ball, which Nikos loves Dragon Ball. How did they get around it? Oh, well, we released an anime fighting pack for Quake that we can't make money on. Oh, crazy. Somebody out there randomly put all the models of all the Dragon Ball characters as a mod for the mod. So, all those Dragon Ball characters are back, and there's nothing that we can do for a modification. We can't stop people from downloading things. And so that's how they got right through it.
Mm-hmm. Of course.
But if you want a great way that a company can get away with piracy, look at From Software.
Yeah.
Want the greatest name that you can give one of your animals in your game?
Go ahead.
Torrent.
Ah! Yeah.
A torrent program allows you to go right into the fucking game and get right through all that bullshit to get it for free, right?
There you go.
So, when the Google search comes in, Elden Ring Torrent, you get the animal Torrent. Instead of a torrent program to get the game for free.
There you go.
It's fucking ingenious.
That is true.
You want to know how to fight piracy, ignore it. If it's not severely affecting your fucking game, who cares?
Yeah, exactly. You're still gonna.
It's not affecting your sales. You're still making a shitload of money.
Making the bottom line.
And it's free publicity.
It is.
Yeah.
Free publicity.
It helps word of mouth. As much as it might hurt your wallet, it helps word of mouth spread. So you make all that money back.
Yeah.
And on top of the fact, look at fucking Rockstar. Rockstar has a great way to deal with piracy. Oh, cool. You're playing our game. You're drunk. What? Drive drunk, asshole.
Oh my
Walk
God.
drunk, asshole.
I love
Play
that.
the game drunk the whole time.
Yeah, they've done.
And aren't there people who have actually beaten the entire game drunk?
For Grand Theft Auto 4 and 5, yes.
Not so much for 3?
Well, 3 doesn't have alcohol. And neither does San Andreas, and neither does
Vice City.
Yeah, they don't really have alcohol consumption in games. Because you can't really work on that as a mechanic.
Anyway, we went way off into the
Yeah, no, but it's the example of the problem comes in with emulation as the big thing. Of companies want to say, fuck you, it's our license.
Yep.
And the fan base goes, no, fuck you, this is for us.
We paid the fucking fee.
We paid
Give
the
us
money
the
to play
goddamn
these
freedom
games.
to do this shit.
Like,
if I could do it, you shouldn't be fucking trying to cease and desist me, asshole. I paid for your game.
I
paid for the DLC.
I would tomorrow delete Final Fight 2 and 3 off of my laptop if Capcom released Final Fight 2 and 3 on public forum.
Yep.
I would buy it. All those arcade games that I could easily emulate on here, I said, no, I want to buy them because I support the fucking company, because I care.
Yeah.
Right.
But when you... Okay, to give an example on that, it's a good one. When you do your thing of... Well, emulation's a problem, right?
Right.
To give a great example of that, Capcom, way back in the day, wanted to release Darkstalkers as a big pack.
Yes.
And they went, well, there's not enough fan reception because not enough people bought the game. So they never released another Darkstalkers again, which is really shitty and stupid. That game would make money. It would make a fuck ton of money because people like sexy vampire women. It's just,
they do.
It sucks.
I'm one of them. I'll fully guilty of that. But yeah.
That's a conversation for another day.
We will talk about that now.
We are not talking about that at all.
No.
The issue with companies going after emulation is that you can't actually stop it because with every website that you take down that's emulation, five
others pop up.
It's the Hydra effect.
Dude,
you're fucked.
Dude, every reaction...
What are you going to do, delete the internet?
The equal and opposite reaction is going to follow every time.
Listen,
and it's going to come back like tenfold.
Nintendo, buddies, friends.
Yeah.
If you want to stop emulation, let people own these fucking games.
Yep.
That's it. I should be able to give an example, I own something on my Xbox 360. I can transfer most of those, not all of them, most of those games to my Xbox One, which I can transfer to my Xbox Series X.
Yep.
I can still keep playing these games no matter what. I don't have access to everything in the library, but I have enough where I get to go, yeah, of course I want to buy fucking Star Wars Pod Racer. Why wouldn't I want to own that again? And have easy access to it.
I'm starting to play Lego Star Wars again because it's fun.
Like, dude, I should not have to bribe a guy at a local pawn shop with like $200, and I haven't actually done this. This is just a bit of an exaggeration.
Yep.
I should not have to bribe the local pawn shop dealer with $200 just to tell him, hey, keep an eye out for fucking N64 game called Space Station Silicon Valley.
Listen, just because I go to Utah doesn't mean that you can tell me that I need to show my ID to watch porn. Speaking of which...
What a fucking segue.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I guess that's your topic. That's one of the topics.
Yeah, fuck it. Utah's enforcing a law, like, just straight up, saying, oh, you want to go on porn sites? Cool. Give us your ID. We want your information. We want to know that you're 18 and you're logging in here. And it's like, that is such an invasion of privacy.
That's ridiculous.
I'm not doing that. So,
and you're giving it to. It's not like you're giving it to the fucking like porn company or anything.
No,
you're giving it to the government.
Yep.
Bullshit.
You're not giving it. It's not like they talk to the companies and say, "Hey, we need to have a better registration." No, it's just Utah. So you know what the hub did? Cool. None of you assholes have access to our stuff anymore.
Oh boy!
Do you want to know what the #1 porn search is in Utah? I looked this up.
Is this something to do with corns?
No. In case you want to take a guess.
Cheating wife?
Nope. James, would you like to take a guess?
I already know the answer.
But go for it.
Is it Mormons?
Did you say Utah is a state full of Mormons, so the Mormons are looking up in their free time Mormon porn? Yeah,
What kind of sense does that make?
But they are, though. Pornhub releases every year what state has the highest search on one specific thing.
It's just Mormon porn.
And for the Mormons, it's Mormon porn.
What the hell is Mormon porn?
It's just one guy probably fucking 12 wives, but he doesn't care about their personalities.
If that's what Mormonism is, then hey, you do
That's what Mormonism...
I am not going to shit on the religion.
Yeah, that's what Mormonism used to be.
They used to be, yeah.
But hear me out. When your whole basis is the Seagulls came and they saved us. Okay. Alright.
Sure they did.
Alright, buddy. Teach their own, believe what you want to believe, but that's fucking silly.
Yeah, that's
very
fucking
silly.
It's very silly. Now, again, I think we're all in agreement. No identification given to a given.
No, fucking listen.
Yeah, the only reason you should be asked for your ID is if you are making a money-based purchase.
Or buying cigarettes and alcohol.
Yeah.
Because businesses need to know how old you are, but that's not logged into a system. That is
Exactly.
You're going into a public location to buy certain goods located at convenient storefronts.
Yeah.
In order to obtain substances that the government has permitted, and has said you cannot be this age or lower. You can this age or lower, and you can't purchase it. Doesn't matter.
No, exactly.
For Massachusetts, it's 21. I don't know about the rest of the country.
Yeah,
I don't
exactly. I think some are 18.
Some are 18.
I think Rhode Island's 18. Or was 18 for a while. But yeah, it's like, that should be it. And even then, you're not giving it to the government. You're giving it to the fucking establishment where
because
you
it verifies because the fact that you went to go get your license, it verifies your age.
And like the intention was a good one.
It's a great idea.
Yeah.
The problem is it's not the liquor store. It's a legitimate website where you're logging your personal information on. That's the big difference.
Now, if that information was going directly to the company, then yeah, it probably wouldn't be this big of an issue.
Case, let me ask you a question. How old were you when you started watching porn? And don't say 16.
No.
It's way younger.
I think it was 9. Either 9 or 12. Anywhere between 9 and 12.
That's insane.
See him? I believe it.
Yeah, fuck
him? I believe it.
No, for me it was like 13.
Same here.
Yeah, I was like anywhere between 9 and 12 is when I started.
Let me guess, magazine.
No, actually.
Tifa Lockhart.
Nope.
Fuck.
Believe it or not, I found a tape by accident.
That's what
no. Oh no.
Mom, I don't know what that is, but
what's
Mom wasn't even in the fucking house. It was me and a friend.
Yeah, you just looked at him. I don't know what that is, but
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was.
Shit's hot.
give him white boy eyes from across the room then.
Ah, that's hot.
That's hot. That's hot.
Alright, I love how we just had that fucking segue. Anyway, back to the gaming thing.
James wants to fuck the bear still in Vermont.
I have a video saying
That's hot, ain't it?
that's hot, James.
So, Street Fighter 6
Yeah.
demo, you played it.
Who's played it?
Yep, I literally just played it for the first time today.
What did you both think?
I'm going to need some time to wrap my head around it because unlike this gentleman over here, I am not a fighting game nerd.
No. It's good. It's solid. It is a brand new way to do it, which is good. They're going back to what made SF3 fucking awesome.
Now you're talking specifically about Third Strike?
Yes.
Okay.
Even then, I like the original SF3 and Second Impact Giant Attack. It's fucking good. Those games are very good. Parries are back.
Yeah. I think they're called drive parries.
There's parries and drive parries. There's two different. Parries.
So you can actually hit right and.
That should work. I'm
or
not 100%.
Toward, I should say.
I haven't practiced it enough to know. I've only had my hands on it for like
5 minutes.
45 minutes. And that's going into training mode and doing shit.
Right, yeah.
But the fucking game feels good. The execution level of this game is like, yeah, you want to do custom combos and just start doing wall bounces into fucking shoryukens? Go for it. And
the hits feel solid.
Case full character customization. You
Let's
get to
go.
make you. And how you proportion your character actually matters. If you
awesome.
make a character with short arms, then his punches, you have to be way closer to hit them.
That's cool.
If his legs are shorter, you have to be way closer to throw kicks.
Mm-hmm.
So,
it's really sick.
So when do you just make Sean Maverick the American Zangief?
Okay, so first off, I'm not doing that. I'm making me in the game, because I want to run around the street.
Oh, yeah, that's fair,
I want to make me.
Yeah, same.
Okay, so, better question. When does Sean Maverick make himself in the game and start just fucking doing goddamn tornado fucking clothesline?
June 1st, I think.
I will say, though, the Zangief is terrifying.
I bet.
Dude, he's fucking nasty. He's nasty.
He's always nasty.
No,
he's one of the fucking
like
SF5, he's pretty good. This is like, hey, remember how we used to have to do the little, like, hand in order to catch fireballs?
Oh, no.
Yeah, fuck that. He eats them, and he runs through them.
What?
And he goes, cool, here comes a grab. Here comes another grab.
Oh, no. Oh, no, he's really legit Cheddar Geef.
He's fucking eating
the cheddar is back.
Oh, boy.
He ripped the
making
pants
cheddar.
off, and he's eating
I'm
the
going
apple
right for that ass.
Raw. Wait, say that again?
I'm going right for that ass.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Who do
Speaking of
drugs?
which, Metro City, not the only city you get to go to.
Nice. Where else do you get to go?
The fucking world. Metro City is not the only location. You travel the world to fight. You are a
As it
world warrior.
always should be. It's a street fight. It's a world warrior tournament.
You are running around the world learning how to play as everybody else on the roster. So, Case, you want to learn how to play as every character and get really good at everything? There's a level system. There is fucking multiple characters you can meet and learn their fighting styles. You can challenge them to one-on-one encounters and whoop their asses if you want. You can get so fucking strong, it's crazy.
So, is it structured in such a way that I can take the Deadly Alliance approach, wherein I take a character, I go into the training tower, do all their missions and learn their shit, and then I can take them into arcade?
Case, I get one better. Training mode is meeting these characters because they teach you how to do their moves. And then you run around the city and fight people.
With their moves.
Everybody in the city, you can fight. Every grown man that you meet, you can give him the fucking hands. Pregnant Granny is gonna get her shit rocked with my Shoryuken. I'm gonna fucking put her in the home.
Pregnant grandma. Alright.
I'm gonna beat that ass.
Alright.
Show her these hands. Hado, yes I can.
Well, so what would you... So you think this is going to be a good Street Fighter then?
It's gonna be fantastic.
It's going to be fantastic.
The game is already good. And it hasn't even come out.
So this is the first open world type Street Fighter game, right?
This is the first fighting game to be open world, yes.
Wow.
This is James, as we like to say, SF4 changed fucking everything on how fighting games should be played.
Yep.
Then Mortal Kombat came out, right after, and did the exact same thing.
Yep.
Now, this would have been Mortal Kombat 9?
Yep.
Okay.
It did brand new stuff. And then fucking Guilty Gear came out. And they did brand new stuff. And Marvel came out, and it did brand new stuff. With how SF fucking 6 is looking,
Yeah.
it's re-changing everything.
The playing field is changing again.
Ed if you listen to this, I don't know how far the reach can get.
Apparently really
You're
far.
going to have to somehow beat Open World Street Fighter.
I don't know how. It's like, how do you
That's a
beat John
challenge
Wick?
right there.
How do you
The only way to
Wick
do it
right?
is to say, alright, so the new game, Shaolin Monks 2, is
That's
sick, awesome, fucking rad. That would be badass.
we get Shaolin Monks 2. I'm streaming that shit day one.
Street Fighter 6 is going to be badass. That game is going to fucking change everything. And right after we're done with this, in case we have to hop into a fucking match.
Oh yeah, for sure.
The game is good. Me and Matt have already played like one.
I would love to, but my other controller has severe right stick drift.
I don't use a stick. And I don't need a right stick for Street Fighter.
Yeah, he uses a D-pad.
Well, I get that, but does the right stick affect anything?
No, but you can absolutely convert your right stick to do stuff.
Oh, okay. All right, then, yeah, we'll hop into a match.
This is a fighting game that anybody can literally put in their hands for the first time, have never played before, and can actually learn how to play the game and get good enough at it.
Pretty much, yeah.
Online matches are 100% allowed. And not only that, the hub, the stadium area where you get to actually compete against other players is going to fucking be crazy day one. That game is going to shut the fuck down online wise.
Yeah, it's
day
like
one.
crazy. And I'm actually going down to another friend who lives about an hour away from here. I'm actually going down to his house on June 1st for a launch day party.
It's going to be good.
There you go.
This game is going to be solid when it comes out, and it's going to fucking be very good. I can feel it. It's in the DNA. The minute I got my hands on it, I went, I don't care if the story for the open world is garbage. The fact I can run around New York City, Metro City, New York, and do shit, and meet other street fighters, and get into fights with regular people, and take on the Mad Gear Gang again, is rad.
That is cool.
I don't give a fuck what else they're going to be bringing into the game. That's going to be sick from day one.
For sure.
The shit I'm going to be able to do is going to be crazy. And the moves that you learn from people actually work in the world.
That's awesome.
Oh, cool, you're on top of a car? Sweet. There's a gap this big. You spinning bird kick to get across the gap. Nice. Use the Shoryuken to hit the stop sign. To knock the stop sign off to grab an item.
Now, Shoryu is Z motion, or is that quarter circle back?
Case, you can convert the game to be an action RPG. So you can just hit a button, your menu comes up, hit the button again, Shoryuken while you're in the open world. You don't need to worry about inputs running around the city. You can literally convert your game to 3 buttons.
But you can do inputs in the city if you like.
You can absolutely learn how to do inputs.
There you go.
I would start with 3 buttons, because that way your brain can start figuring out that and go, cool, let's times that problem by 2.
Yeah.
The world is your oyster.
And
Let's crack that bitch.
Start whooping people's asses. I'm gonna go to fucking Italy.
Never mind clapping cheeks. I'm gonna be breaking jaws.
Well, there you go. So, Street Fighter 6 gets the Indy Force approved dumb job.
Well, it's not even out yet. But so far, that demo's fucking good.
Sounds good. Alright, so this is a good time to really go to our first ad break. Casey, while we're doing this, go on to YouTube, search up for my YouTube channel, because we're going to put that shit on the big screen for a skit that we all have planned for you guys, made by me and this motherfucker. Well, I got to point this way because it's weird. Yours truly, Mike and Mike
still
and
have to
James.
point this way?
No, it's fucking weird.
What do you mean? Point at
I had
me.
to point this way in order to point at you.
Oh, that's fair.
Yeah, so there you go. We will be right back. It's J-Hebert's side. You could use the keyboard. That's why I want. No,
That is not the right one.
that's the intro. Why are you on the old intro? Oh, okay.
Wrong.
Nope.
Wrong again. Wrong. There you go.
There we go. Go to the
There's the
channel.
channel.
Yeah.
And while we do that, we will be right back. Don't close that window.
We will be right back with the Indy Force podcast right after these commercial messages.
but then he ended up joining WCW and the Alliance. Because when people think WCW, they think of the guy that basically helped WWF win the war, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Eric Bischoff, Uncle Bischoff, doesn't like his nephew Eugene. And we got Coach in Ohio, sporting Michigan-colored you. Fucker. That pissed me off.
Don't even get me started on Tony Storm crying. Oh, she cried. And the glass shatters. He opens the door. And off we go. Brawl ensues. They go all the way towards the Dipping Dots section where Cody dumps his Jericho's head in the Dipping Dots.
That was my favorite part.
Next was Best Friends getting interviewed.
And somewhere Jim Cornette had a conniption fit. I got a ticket! I got a ticket!
Get out of here!
You don't mess
Get
with me!
out of here!
I have a ticket!
And literally, security and the police escort the Nightmare family off the premises.
MJF says, how you looking now, midlife, Chris?
My clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me.
Do you think you have what it takes to cut the greatest promo in professional wrestling history? Step through the ropes, pick a gimmick, and know your role. The Ring Scoops Wrestling card game is the ultimate pro wrestling fan party game. Draw cards at random, use your creativity, and cut a promo on your opponent while the audience cheers. The Ring Scoops card game.
Available now.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Indy Force fans of all ages. I am Luke Lynch, Commander of the Legion, and if you have not already, check out my adventure vlog series over on my channel. Grant you, it's not the most often updated series. It's definitely far from frequently updated. But when it is updated, it's good times, geeky, nerdy, and fun times all around with cool geeks from all walks of life. For example, YouTubers, content creators, Twitch streamers, you name it, I've got it, all on The Adventures of Luke Lynch, which you can find on my channel. Subscribe, like, comment, watch, share, do the whole thing under the umbrella of For the Win Productions. Future James, take it away with that outro.
History retold by the Indy Force out of context. But it is a jest, so piss off.
We now return you to the Indie Force podcast.
All right, folks. There you go.
It sucks. Sucks.
That was something.
That was something. There we go.
Sucks.
You can get out of that actual thing now.
Sucks.
What?
Sucks.
It sucks. Totally sucks.
I hate it.
It's a vacuum.
It's garbage.
It's
trash.
Put it in the fucking trash bin.
In the trash bin. But yeah, fucking. I thought it was funny. We had a good time with that. But yeah, that's pretty much it, folks. When it comes to that, I enjoyed it. We had a good time making it. He's been making those fucking Photoshop jobs for like months now, and then fucking I kind of got into the fray as well, and we just kind of fucking created that.
It's almost like when
It's
almost like when I kept signing up for fucking what is it? Dating sites. So I could just go on Snapchat and talk to bots and just hear, "Oh baby, I want you inside my pussy," and I go 100101010.
Why do we so low?
Fucking hell. Alright, so we got other topics too. We have like 2 each per segment, and then we have like one big final thing that we were going to talk about at the end.
Yep.
But yeah. I don't know. I think other than All-In, we talked about it, but we were talking about it earlier with emulation, so we might as well bring it up here now.
Oh boy.
So, Mimutahar had a bit of an issue.
Mimuto.
Because of some bullshit. But yeah, long and short of it, we actually gotta go to some ordinary gamers. So Casey, if you will, let's see if your keyboard actually works. I don't know.
Admittedly, it probably won't, but let's try it. Ooh, hey, I'm wrong. Nice.
Yeah.
All right. So what is it? Some ordinary gamers.
Some ordinary gamers, yes. And specifically, you wanna look up something about EA because he does the YouTube algorithmic thing. It's specifically not Nikado Avocado. Where is it? Star Wars Jedi. No.
The worst PC port. No, that's actually true.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Bad.
All right,
I
so
feel bad.
go back. No, yeah, it was the worst PC port. That's what it is. So it's either that or it's the one. I'm really mad right now. Is the one. Okay, so here we go. And we got an ad that we got to skip. So
Jedi Survivor.
You know, we're getting there. And speaking of which, Jedi Survivor, and we got another ad. We should have really logged into your YouTube channel.
Hello, guys and gals.
And we can unmute.
A bit of an off-the-cuff video.
You can turn that up.
Working, good. I had a date today, if you will, Friday. Came home and I figured I'm going to continue playing a game that I bought on my PC and kind of trudge through it. Now, the game in question is Jedi Survivor, and you might have seen a video today by me on it talking about performance issues. What if I told you I have a severely new performance issue? The game runs at 0 frames. And why? Not because of the game's bad performance. No. Because of the DRM solution and the testicular vice grip it has on me, on anyone. But ladies and gentlemen, let me start off with something, okay? I hate DRM. I think DRM is cancer. I don't like Steam. I don't like any launcher. I kind of just tolerate Steam, to be honest with you. Okay, if it was up to me, alright, it would be GOG, and that's it. Install the game, click the executable file, and you're done. That's it. That to me is what it should be. Sure. Now I know there's going to be, Magnolia, piracy bad, we need DRM. I get it. I'm sure there's a lot of people.
Go ahead.
Now I know why you like this guy so much. It's literally just Indian you.
No. Well,
Canadian you, but whatever.
Canadian me.
I would say he's more Canadian, moist critical.
Yeah, pretty much.
Same fucking result.
But anyway, he actually has a legit point to this. Though. In the midst of his ranting, he actually has a legitimate point here.
Hang on, can we pause for 1 second?
Yeah.
I will say, since I actually own Jedi Survivor on the PS5, and now aside from the release on the PC, there is some sort of performance issues while I was running this game on the PS5.
Yeah, it might not just be a PC issue. Yeah.
Overall, I think it's just a PC issue, which honestly sucks overall, because I feel like games should be released like to the highest performance quality on any other system, whether it's on a gaming console system like the PS5, the Xbox Series X, or just the PC. I don't know why PC always gets the shit treatment. Yeah, it comes with the performance values.
This isn't even related to PC performance issue. This is, again, as he said, DRM issue. So.
And I can explain the whole PC shit treatment thing. When you're developing for a console, you are literally developing just for that console because it only exists in that format. With PC, there are literally thousands of different setups that people can have, and you have to account for each and every one that might be out there.
So the way that
that is a goddamn nightmare.
The way that this could have been easily solved was to the console first, then a few months later release the PC copy. Don't release the PC version this same day.
Yeah,
it's kind of like they release Spider-Man PS4.
Yep. Right.
A few months later, the PC port comes out.
Right.
Because I'll have more time to go, what is the minimum optimization that you can have that will solve all of your problems? And then here's the minimums that you need.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
James, after you.
Now, that's even besides the point, because the actual PC port isn't even the issue now.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
This is a whole different fucking problem, which
continue, Case.
Yeah.
Okay, grab files willy-nilly off of the Matrix and run them on their computer. I get it, I understand it. But this is a case of DRM that actually hurts me, the paying customer, more than it ever hurts, pirating Pete, if you will. So let me get this started, alright? Now, I don't know what the DRM behind this is. Some people have said it's Denuvo, some people have said it's EA. I really don't give a shit. I just want to explain to you how bad it is. So to understand, this is a Steam game. I bought it on Steam, which is its own form of DRM, by the way. So you install the game, you hit the little green play button, and it launches the EA app, okay? So now you've got two pieces of cancer running on your system.
All right, go ahead.
You're talking about cancer. He's talking about cancer. And yet his main choice of running these games comes from literal spyware.
Yeah, true. He's not wrong, Nikos.
Why are we listening to this guy again?
Well, okay. To be fair, if you're playing a game on PC and you're playing shit, you typically kind of have to use Steam if you're going to buy a new game.
Pretty much Steam is one of the easiest.
That's why.
It is the easiest way, and I think you can agree with this case. It is the easiest way to purchase and get games running. Right. Whether we like it or not, it is. It is actually...
I'm not even referring to Steam here. He mentioned Good Old Games Galaxy.
Yeah.
Which is CD Projekt Red. Spyware!
Yeah, that's true. That is true. He's not wrong. Yeah. Alright, keep playing, though. Again, this is a DRM issue within EA.
Yeah.
This is the main point.
Okay? Alright, you've got Steam as a DRM, then you've got Electronic Arts' crappy application, which may or may not work. Alright, it's really just the luck of the draw, if you will. So it launches up the EA application, and so the game tries launching. Now, for the last hour, I was like, damn, why isn't it working anymore? Why does it keep crashing? Did my computer mess up? Did I have a driver issue? Oh, shit, did an update break something? What happened? Ladies and gentlemen, this is a game with a 2-computer activation limit. Now, you might be like, oh, well, what a first world problem. People only have one gaming computer, Buddha. Now, let me explain something about multiple computers, okay? You probably have a laptop. Some of you probably bought the Steam Deck. I have an editing computer back over there that I use to just edit videos on and do a lot of extra stuff. So yeah, people have multiple computers. Now typically DRM like this has a 5-computer limit, which I still don't agree with, but it's a lot harder to hit. So this game has a 2-computer limit. So let me explain what happened. I installed it on my main computer, played it for a bit. I installed it on that computer, played it for a little bit, just for the video, and then I decided, oh damn, let me see how this plays on the Steam Deck. And at that point, I was like, oh shit, I messed up. See, the game wasn't giving me error messages. No. What the game was doing was launching up, crashing, and only until later, when I looked at like the third monitor that was closed, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this game will not run anymore until whatever unspecified amount of goddamn time it allows me. Now, when it comes to DRM, this is a prime example of when digital rights management actually fucks the paying consumer up the ass. Okay, so I paid them money. I gave EA money. I'm still well within the refund period, don't get me wrong. Thank God, because I can't launch the goddamn game. So giving them money, okay, they make me run 2 applications with persistent internet connections, by the way, which we'll get to, and they still don't let you launch the game because you went over their arbitrary 2-computer limit. Now, let me explain why this is a really, really brain-dead system. So if you're on the consoles or on the PC, the reason they make these systems is so you can't give your account to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and they can sign in and play the game. You can't just share this with 20 people and have them play on
if
one
you guys
copy.
don't mind.
That's why the system...
Matt and I game share like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like, all the time.
Right.
All the time. Because I'll be honest, if I'm buying a thing and he wants access to it later, that's why we share.
Right.
It makes it so much fucking easier.
Yeah, exactly.
The problem with what I see here is, yes, he is running multiple systems for one game, but it shouldn't fucking matter due to one specific factor. It's all under one account.
Yep. Exactly.
I can understand if it's like, Matt and I have 2 separate accounts, we game share, right?
No, they treat the PC as if it's a separate account, basically.
But that doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make any fucking sense.
Speaking of which, EA...
Which I agree. That means DRM
I think
is
EA
awful.
itself needs some serious fucking... They do not need their own launcher for their own games.
Yeah,
they
no.
don't need it. They do it because they want more control over your shit, and that's what they're gonna do.
Yeah.
If you want to play Jedi Survivor, buy another console.
Yep.
I'm sorry to say
Absolutely
that.
buy
I know that's really shitty. I know that the modding community out there really wants to get their hands on this game to do some really awesome work. They did some fantastic fucking work with Fallen Order. But for right now, wait a few months.
Yeah.
It
will eventually be cracked.
Buy the PC copy later.
And that's the reason. They put this unnecessary amount of DRM, digital rights media protection, to essentially fuck over the consumer for buying the fucking game because they want to fucking kill emulation at any cost, including its own consumer.
But okay, here's the thing with that, right?
Yeah.
That specific thing isn't emulation.
Right. No, that's
that
piracy, sure.
That could be considered piracy, but if he's running it from one PC to another PC, I could get that.
Right.
But a Steam Deck is just a fucking Switch.
Right, exactly.
It's what it is. It's a Switch. It's a Nintendo Switch with Steam.
Yeah.
How is that a different account?
No.
That doesn't make a lot. Like, I can understand if I'm like, I'm running it on my laptop, I'm running it on my PC at home, I'm running it on my editing PC. That's where the issue comes in because it's 3 different fucking computers that it's a part of. But a Steam Deck isn't really a computer. It's a fucking handheld device.
But even as he said, though, you probably have a laptop as well as a main computer. Most people do.
Pretty much nowadays.
Nowadays, like most people do.
Yeah.
Or in your case, which you just brought up, most people either have a gaming PC or a PC in general and a Steam Deck.
Or a gaming laptop and a Steam Deck. Or whatever. Fucking infinite combinations of shit, right?
Right.
But that's like, to give an example of how crazy that is to me mentally. And that's, somebody absolutely can tell me that I'm wrong. And that's okay that they can tell me that I am wrong. But that's like me playing on my Xbox and then going to my PlayStation and then playing it on the Switch and going, can't play the Switch version. It's like, what? But I fucking bought the game.
Yeah, and that's...
I should be able to... or, bad example, going from my Xbox One to the Xbox Series S or PS4 to PS5.
Here's another thing, too. What you mentioned the Switch. He does...
Oh, the Switch version's fucking garbage.
He puts all of his Switch games on an emulator.
Yep.
But he takes the BIOS that he bought because he got it from the game that he purchased with his money. And they're still fucking trying to say, oh, it's bullshit. No,
but that's because the Switch can't fucking run anything because
sucks.
It's a fucking potato.
Yes.
In case you can even agree, Scarlet would look a lot better if it was on a fucking computer. Optimized. Am I wrong? Don't tell me that you wouldn't want to play that optimized on your current.
If he had
computer.
the option, yes. I think in case you and I were talking about this while we were in the Best Buy today, he would like it in that quality, but it's not a fucking die-hard thing.
No, but wouldn't you like if you had to do the comparison? I know you're not a graphics snob. I get that. Everybody that says that they're not a graphics snob is a graphics snob to their own reason. It's okay. You can believe that. But I'll prove one day that you're wrong, and that's okay. We'll discuss that at another point. But what I'm saying is, wouldn't you rather have access to not only being able to play it on one platform, but another where you can do more stuff with it?
Yeah, exactly.
Where it probably could run a lot smoother.
Yep.
It could run a lot better. It wouldn't have frame issues. There wouldn't be fucking texture popping. There wouldn't be things just appearing out of nowhere. The game would be able to run at an optimized 30 to 60 to 120 frames per second without a single issue.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying, because I've seen that Scarlet from time to time can fucking dip.
In quality, yeah.
In that fucking...
You just get pixels at some point.
No, it's not even the pixels. The frame rate drops.
Yeah.
If there's too many things on screen, that frame rate fucking tanks.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah.
But I'll prove to you one day you said that you're a graphics snob. You just don't know
game
it.
share, kind of cheat the system, and you can stretch it to a certain extent. But when it comes to the PC, you literally, in most cases, have to be connected on the internet to even launch the game, especially for EA shit. So let me explain it. They have
Which
an
is
internet
bullshit.
system to check how many different PCs you've used within some 24-hour limit, but they also cannot use the same persistent internet check to make sure that you are signed in live to your Steam account, to your EA account, and you're using that to actually play the video game in a live account setting. This is such a brain-dead thing to me because at the end of the day, all this does is ultimately harm the paying consumer. You know, people are like, these DRM solutions, they cause performance issues in video games. Yeah, I guess technically that's fucking true, right? Because I'm getting a performance issue. I'm getting 0 fucking frames because of it. Wow. Now, you know, people are like, wow, why do people pirate video games? This is like the perfect
This is the
example of
reason.
why piracy is such a salivating concept to some people. Because at the end of the day, all right, if like pirating Pete tonight, actually, you know, while I'm sitting over here trying to troubleshoot this shit, pirating Pete, if this game was cracked, would be playing the game perfectly fine. In fact, he might get better performance than I ever would on a legal, legit, halal copy. Why is this an okay concept? I still don't understand. Now, again, I've seen DRM in all cases. Okay, I've been here since the days of Securom. I've been here since the days of proper goddamn rootkitting on our computers. But looking at this, with the amount of launchers we have to deal with, because of course every game company has to have their own goddamn launcher at this point. Shit, can't just be through one brand. You gotta have like 9 or 10 of these things in your computer at any given moment, doing God knows whatever.
Yeah.
And even with all of these internet checks, these launchers, these DRM solutions, we still have these insane PC limits where, like, once you've maybe played around, maybe you've installed this on a gaming laptop, maybe you've installed this on your Steam Deck, oh no, congratulations, you made a mistake. There are companies like Ubisoft, and imagine, I have to be fucking defending Ubisoft because they did something right.
Yeah.
Oh god, that's.
He's not wrong.
On my end, he's just staring at Casey, which is hilarious.
You're Ubisoft.
You're Ubisoft.
I guess.
Speak French. That's great. You did great.
Oui.
Couldn't even say that. That's cool. No, the thing that he's discussing is the reason why I'm like, fuck it. If you want to pirate the game, do it.
Yeah.
But no, like, go right ahead. But does EA tell you on their website that you cannot put this game on multiple consoles?
No.
Can you or can you not put this on multiple computers?
Right.
Because he's a fucking, whatever, right? He's a YouTuber, he's a fucking social media influencer, however you want to call it, right?
Right.
But that's retarded.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'm going to call it what it is. That's retarded. And the reason why that's retarded is because, A, I bought the fucking game. Whether I bought it through Steam, whether I bought it through GOG, whether I bought it through EA's own service, whether I bought it through Epic Games Store, whether I bought it through fucking Ubisoft's garbage-ass fucking Kinect system, or whatever. Uplay can suck my U-dick. All I'm going to say is, and maybe this is understood, between all the masses, to everyone that can hear this.
Yeah. All two of you that
Back
can hear this.
back in the early 90s, back in the early 2000s, when you bought a fucking game, there it is.
Yep.
It was there. It was all in the package, all in the
Done.
wrapping.
I don't need to be connected to the internet. I could just run my fucking game.
Yeah.
You know what's awesome? When I go and when I use my console, and I select my console as home, because my power went out or something, or my Wi-Fi disconnected, I go to somebody else's house. Oh no, their Wi-Fi's having an issue. Cool. I can still run all the fucking games that I digitally purchased.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. True that.
I don't want to hear that EA is fucking doing their shit. Because I'll be honest, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Because without piracy, most of their games would be garbage.
True
That's how we learned that Anthem is fucking trash. Because the pirates went in and said, this game sucks.
So,
yeah.
Again, here he is defending Ubisoft because I guess they had a better solution for that.
No, just Uplay as a launcher is fucking trash.
Yeah.
Uplay sucks.
Right, but here's what he says here.
Typically with Ubisoft, like if I use more than one computer, which if you play around with Linux Proton or even install the Ubisoft Connect launcher a million times, then they're probably going to, they give you an option on their website to de-authenticate and then play your video games. EA doesn't even give you the option.
Nope.
Neither does Steam. Now, I've heard people say, Boo, you can make an alternate Steam account and family share, and dude, I'm not going through all of that, okay? The fact that that's even a solution for some people just shows how broken the DRM system is. DRM is cancer, okay? And I'm sure that it prevents piracy to some extent, but after the first few weeks when the sales have already dropped off and this cancer persists in the game files, nobody has any benefit out of it. Literally, this is a prime example of probably one of the most testicle crunching, like if I wanted CBT, if I want a cock and ball torture, why am I sitting in front of my computer trying to relax? I should go down to the city and have people stomp all over me, because at least that's a goddamn experience. Sitting here pressing play a million times, wondering why the game won't launch until I realized, oh shit, I'm on the PC, my mistake. You know the only reason I bought this game on the PC, no joke, was because the physical disc for the PS5 and the Xbox Series X doesn't even have the whole game on it. So I was like, shit, if I have to download anyways, might as well just go to the PC side.
Jesus.
Shit. Well, my mistake, alright, Christ. Performance issues were a problem, but you know what? The DRM is probably some of the most satanic curse shit that I've ever seen. It is easier to immigrate to the United States of America, okay? Than it is to deal with this shitty DRM.
I love that you can see that he can't even believe his own bullshit that he's saying.
If Denuvo is behind this, and I'm not going to say Denuvo because I didn't even see them on the store page or anything, fuck them as well, alright? And honestly, shit like this is where I always say I'm done with PC gaming. I kind of already am. I only emulate. The only times I try to play a PC game, shit like this happens. God damn. I had to get an unhinged rain out of it because Jesus Christ, I'm so I'm actually livid. Like I really am, dude.
So, real
I
quick.
can even launch Mass Effect Legendary. Like, well, you know what? I'm gonna go read a book, okay? Fuck gaming.
That's it. That's the ending of that.
So, really quick, the website that he was talking about is GOG.com. GOG.com. I know they're not called GOG, but they really should just embrace that they're called GOG. It's a fucking great name. It's super fun to say.
Yeah.
Okay, so can I tell you what I have access to for $20? Lego Star Wars 3. Force Unleashed 2.
Oh,
shut the fuck up!
Win.
Nobody cares about your $5 million movie made with all a screenshot. Suck my dick, you fucking bitch. Food Fight costed $65 million, and that shit sucked.
Anyway, continue.
The complete saga I can get for $20.
Right.
The Sith edition of the original Force Unleashed for $20.
Hell, all three Roller Coaster Tycoon games for like $25 total.
You can get almost every major Star Wars licensed property in game for like under $30, which is awesome. Guys, I buy it on GOG. It's on my PC permanently.
Yeah.
Do you want me to tell you what's the great part? Oh, I don't have room for this game. What do? Well, I could get an external hard drive, which is going to cost me money. Or I just pick it up again because I've already purchased the fucking game.
Yeah.
So I just go back on and reinstall it later.
Yeah.
Because GOG holds your info.
Yeah, and that
just don't. I like Steam because I like Valve. I think Valve's a great company. They do good shit. The fact that they constantly have sales on all their stuff is awesome. Yeah. It's really good for the community. But fuck EA, fuck Ubi, fuck every other launcher and player that exists, even Epic Games Store can suck my asshole.
And most importantly, fuck DRM.
Fuck DRM.
Yeah.
The fact that even exists for... Guys, why the fuck wouldn't I want to be able to play this on multiple platforms?
Yep.
Why wouldn't I want to do that? It's the brand new hot game for 2023. And you're like...
Nope.
I don't think that you want to play this
on
multiple. You don't want to play this on multiple devices. What are you, fucking stupid? What are you, retarded? You can't multitask. What are you? Are you human? You are a spud if you want to use multiple devices. Deck. I'd rather take an upper decker in your toilet than use your fucking Steam.
I would literally, as an EA executive, take a literal shit.
I
in
hope
your
EA
toilet.
gets bought out by fucking Microsoft. Can I tell you what would happen if Microsoft bought it? Cool. That practice ends.
Yep.
You know what happened when they bought fucking...
Activision Blizzard?
Yeah, Activision Blizzard. Most of that shit so far is done.
Yeah,
they released another Diablo.
Yep.
They fucking immediately got all over Bethesda's ass and said, you need to release all of your shit that you've made so people can buy it.
Yep.
Yeah.
None
Because
of this
that's
DLC
fucking
bullshit.
retarded
None of this fucking
to
microtransaction
not give
crap.
your audience the ability to purchase the shit that they really want to play.
How, by the way, how gaming was fucking intended!
Case, look. A video game in my hand.
Oh my god!
That I'll never play. But that video game in my hand.
It's a miracle!
Look, it's got a game in it. There's a game.
And a manual!
Hold on! I got a game in my hand too! It's Metroid! Wait, hold on! It's a CD here too! What a coincidence!
That's so crazy!
That's crazy!
I look at my phone! Oh, well, that's porn. But I look at my phone! Can't go to Ohio now.
Utah. No, Utah.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah, Ohio's still allowed.
Utah, she-taws, everybody taws. Bunch of retaws.
Money taws.
Many taws, Utahs, all the taws.
It's EA being EA. They are always shit starters until Disney goes, cool, thanks for fucking over the fan base again. That's really awesome, because that's what we really want to do, is fuck over the people that give us money.
Yeah, it's so stupid, man. Like,
it's a common thing of, I want to buy this product so I can get into it. I don't need 50,000 sign-ins and registrations to your network to let you know I'm playing this on my system.
Yeah.
And if I want to play this on other systems, why do you need to challenge me or tell me more information that I need to be logged on. I'm already playing your game, guys.
Yeah. I'll tell you why. Because back in the late 90s, early 2000s, StarCraft 2 had a huge player base, and then they looked into the numbers of their sales and said, "Oh fuck, 25% of our player base never bought the game."
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know why?
Because it was all.
Because everybody kept burning them on the other floppies and fucking other CDs.
Which
some people wanted to play it on other platforms, which is fucking hilarious.
Which, by the way, because they were retarded and didn't put it on one major thing at that time anyway. It was an archaic system back then.
Well, not really. It's PC gaming, which was fucking it's the Wild West. Figure it out.
Right, but that's why.
But it's. There was at least a physical copy of a thing that existed, and back in the day, piracy was super fucking easy to deal with.
Yeah.
It really was. It's like code books and all these other things came out because it was super easy to deal with to begin with.
That is true.
But, holy shit, EA.
Yeah, man.
Again.
Again.
I didn't hear anything about EA for a solid year.
And now you hear
fucking
all of this.
more. How do you guys keep fucking your fans? Stop doing it.
Why are you almost equivalently as worse as Nintendo when it comes to this stuff? Don't you want to have a fan base? Don't you want
Nintendo hates their fans.
Oh, they hate their
fans.
They
fucking... Okay, so you a Nintendo fan? Allow me to become the ghost of Shigeru Miyamoto. Fuck you! Give me money!
Now, real quick. Do you think that...
A little bit too nasal. Sounded more like Hiroshi Yamauchi.
General problem with this, obviously, we already talked about earlier with the modding being a problem. Do you think that this is really going to kill off PC gaming?
Nope.
With the exception of
not going to happen. No. It's too convenient. PC gaming is easy.
Fair enough.
It's literally open installer, get the game running.
Fair enough.
With Steam, it's not that bad, because running things through Steam is not super hard. I know what Mudahar's talking about. Sometimes it's a real bitch. Especially when you have to have constant connectivity.
Yeah.
But the major thing with that is, if I buy the game on a platform, I should have access to it even when I'm not online. Because what the fuck am I downloading that needs to have this thing still be online?
Yeah, sure.
I
bought your game already. I just want to play the game.
I just want to play Lego Star Wars 2. Because I don't like the original trilogy.
Hey, I just play it because it's funny.
It's fucking
play it for the comedy.
To be fair, Lego games in general are pretty fucking
The only one
funny.
that's kind of ass
is The Hobbit.
It's The Hobbit.
The Hobbit.
Yeah.
Hobbit's pretty bad.
It's kind of ass.
So anyway, that's our little...
That's our static on EA.
That's our static on EA and DRM.
Like that static?
Somebody else, you have another topic, right? You said there was one other one that you had.
Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, which is?
Going back to the wrestling topic, so Dark Side of the Ring is finally getting a renewal for season 4.
Yes, it is.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
Honestly, with the amount of shit that they got from last time with the whole plane ride from hell episode, I'm surprised.
That fucked so many people.
Dude, so many people.
Poor Tommy Dreamer.
Yeah,
Dreamer. Oh god, that was one of their most cursed episodes ever. But then Vice TV found a way to renew it, and fun fact is, I had to be extra sure that this was legit, because the trailer was released last month in April, and I was like, is this an April Fool's joke? So I looked up the date and time. It was like, no, it was released on the 23rd, so we golden. And I'm like, what are they going to talk about now? So, which brings up to my question to you boys. What do you guys think they're going to talk about for season 4?
I don't care. I'm sick of negativity in pro wrestling.
I agree.
I mean, I'm interested because it's really
I think the historical. If you're a history buff, then it's interesting.
Well, in general, it's interesting.
Well, speaking as a history buff myself, I'm just sick of negativity. The world is a shithole as it is anyway. We don't need to make it anymore.
No, true, but you're telling me that you didn't find the Owen Hart thing interesting when they talked about
I totally did. But there's a point when enough is enough, and you just need to detox.
I'm more curious of what they could find. What is something that isn't really talked about that can be brought out and talked about more.
See, you guys are looking at it from a perspective of you're not watching or you're not dealing with the bullshit that is, or were dealing with the bullshit that was weekly wrestling, which was always something found negative by the fucking, and just hammer it home by IWC all day long. Just hammer it home until it's like a fucking wind rammer and just ram you up the ass with it. That's what they do every fucking week, right? You guys are looking at it from that perspective. We're looking at it from, you know, we deal with that bullshit. It's fucking tiresome to deal with any more negativity, historical or otherwise type shit. You know, it's like, fucking goddamn, more of this shit?
What if they cover Snuka? Would you or would you not watch?
No, I wouldn't watch.
Well,
because I already know enough about that to fucking...
Technically, they already did cover Snuka with...
I think they already, season 1, yeah.
But you see what I mean, though? Like, what if they cover a story that's like...
Something you never knew of, something that you were always questioning on.
Yeah.
On like, how did this happen? It's something that the wrestling world tried to hide away.
Dark Side of the Ring is for those that don't look up the dirt sheets or deal with that side issue.
Absolutely, yes. Like, if you enjoy it, more power to you. Let us know how it turns out. But we're probably going to tune. At least James and I are probably going to tune.
You motherfuckers are absolutely going to watch one of those things.
Yeah, you are.
Depends on what
James probably will. I'm probably going to be focusing.
I know Casey is
I've
done.
Yeah, I've got a whole bunch of other stuff on my plate. Like, I'm trying to become an Omni Warrior in 14. I just picked up Spider-Man Miles Morales.
The first thing he was going to mention was 14.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up!
I'm saying
you signed on for this shit.
I know.
So there's that. I just picked up Spider-Man Miles Morales.
We were literally playing that earlier today, which is fair.
Yep. Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is coming out in 2 days. And
he works.
Well, yes, I also work, but
wasn't even gonna list that as a thing. Okay. Alright, yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I become Omni-Warrior? I'm gonna play Spider-Man? Oh my god.
Play Breath of the Wild 2!
Well, Tears of the Kingdom. But I'm also got my headphones on because you were talking about stuff that came out last month. 72 seasons, bitches.
Oh, shit. Okay. Real quick, I'm cool with that, but I do want to talk about that too. But first, we didn't even get down the lineup. I do want you to get the lineup.
So,
it's only fair.
So on my TV, I saw like a couple of the thumbnails for each of the seasons of Dark Side of the Ring. Like for season 1, it was Macho Man. Season 2 was Benoit. Season 3 was, I think, Road Warrior.
Yes. Yeah.
The person for season 4, who I think they're probably gonna talk about in the first episode, is a person that we actually showed in the skits during the commercial break.
Alberto El Prickhead.
No,
not him.
No, it's not him.
Abdullah the Crispy.
Yeah.
It's about high noon, where they finally get to talk about, if you drink my blood, you die.
So, all these are fork marks. Because I wanted to go fork myself.
Every Nick Gage person that watched that fucking Nick Gage Dark Side of the Ring is going to go tune in for that one.
Oh, totally.
Which, by the way, was unironically probably the least negative thing on that entire fucking thing. And that's saying a lot. Considering he robbed a fucking bank.
With no mask. Bro, thinking it was GTA 5.
What the fuck?
Yo, I can't believe it. Nick Gage in a bank robbery match.
So, yeah.
If he loses, he gets a prison sentence.
Well, he lost.
First one out the bank with the cash wins.
Nobody won. Including Nick Cage. He lost the most. And so did fucking the person who had him.
So, aside from Abdullah the Crispy, one thing I wanted to ask is, I don't know, what would be your predictions on who they would cover? Because I know Abdullah has got to be on that list. For me, aside from him, I think it has to be Hardy. I think it's about.
I think they should definitely do Hardy.
They might cover Jeff.
It depends on. We'll get to it in the topic. It depends on if these next 2 years, because he said he had like 2 years left apparently.
I don't know if they could cover him legally.
Well, if not Jeff, then I actually wrote a list of suggestions in the chat. One of them was how Vince Russo not destroyed, but was sent to WCW and TNA to destroy it from within.
No.
I feel like that's something that they should cover.
Like as a conspiracy theory?
It's a conspiracy theory?
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
They
want to play around with the rules a little bit. That could be a fun one, yeah.
Was
they want to put on their tinfoil
The answer might surprise you.
Alex Jones.
No, he's just a shit writer.
He's an awful writer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I think the issue really comes down to, like...
I mean, if you want to talk about the WCW in 2000 with his involvement,
Bash at the Beach comes to mind.
Yeah.
Bash at the Beach definitely comes.
Hold
feel
on.
Like they should.
No, I got a great example here. Hold this.
Okay.
Okay, cool. I'm going to give me that.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Yep, get it back. Okay. All right, let's go.
Yep,
give me that.
Hold on.
Nope, give me that. Nope, give me that belt.
There you go.
Nope, give me that belt.
Okay. Fucking holy shit.
I got it. Yeah, now I'm the champion of both titles.
What the hell?
Good, you look like trash.
We're having a cage match.
I'll vacate the titles.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Okay.
Nope, we're getting rid of one of them.
Oh, shit.
Hey, guys, I'm David Arquette. How's it going, everyone? I just was in part of a brand new movie.
Oh, really?
Title belt. Oh, awesome. I'm not a wrestler, but thanks for the belt anyway.
Oh, that's
guys.
really cool. Hi, I'm Jeff Jarrett. Thanks for the title back.
Hold on.
Oh, no, can they talk about Jeff Jarrett's reign of terror?
I'm a Russo.
Oh,
that would be nuts.
I don't know if they can, because there was actually a method to the madness about that. Still, kinda.
It's a reign of terror, but
necessity to keep TNA
who
alive
else did they
for
have?
The first 3 years.
AJ Styles,
Samoa Joe.
Believe it or not, they didn't know if he was going to stay then.
R-Truth.
Yeah, true. R-Truth. Maybe R-Truth.
As much as I love Ron Killings, you cannot build a company around him. I'm sorry.
You absolutely could if you tried.
No, Ron, you could have.
If you got rid of his comedic aspects and made him into a serious guy, yeah.
But when he fought against Jarrett, he was serious.
The issue was nobody, because it was a new company at the time, nobody was locked under long-term deals. Nobody. The only person that was going to be in it for the long haul at that point in time was Jarrett. That was it. So it was either make him the champion until they could get somebody that could be a big enough star.
But there were plenty of people even then. No, Styles was in the company at the time.
He was in the company at the time, but he wouldn't go on to be as big of a star until much later.
Probably around 08.
Probably.
08.
I would say
right after.
No, probably 05, 06, 07.
Whenever
08.
he had the match against him, Daniels and Joe. Was
05.
Is the moment all three of those.
Stay tuned, by the way. Wrestling Fortune 44 retro on that coming soon. But yeah, Unbreakable 05, which, by the way, so good. Such a great match. Probably the best TNA match.
It's the best trios match in history.
It's probably the best triple threat match, period.
Honest to God, it's the best. It is by far one of the greatest triple threat matches in fucking pro wrestling history.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah. So.
Thank you, Meltzer, for agreeing.
You had a few other suggestions before we go on to 72 seasons?
Aside from that, probably. Maybe. Ian Rotten.
Yes.
That piece of shit deserves to be brought to life for what he's done.
If you're going to do a historical one, for people that have not heard about you have
to cover them.
Yeah, you have to cover Ian Rotten. Really?
You know what? Hang on. Let me just go on the messenger.
Hey, can we cover Ian Rotten and fucking what's his name?
Axel?
No.
Because Axel was alright.
No. Trevor Murdoch's dad.
Oh, Dickie.
Dick Murdoch.
Tricky Dick.
Yeah, Tricky. Yeah,
Dude,
he was Tricky Dick, alright.
He brought Dusty fucking Rhodes to a clan meeting.
Dude.
And then told, if I remember correctly, Rocky Johnson and I believe Tony Atlas to go meet him at a spot And they're fucking sitting in the car driving in Georgia. And they look, and there's a burning cross in between the fucking trees. I'm like...
Yeah.
That's not funny! That's super fucked up, dude.
Yeah, it's...
You brought them to their literal death, and they were the fucking tag team champions at the time.
Yep. Yep.
It's so nuts.
That shit was not cool. It's completely...
When they came back, he was laughing his ass off. It's like, bro.
And you know what the sad part is? I think he was one of the first. He's one of these stupid first people, because I don't think he actually. He probably was a little bit, but I don't think he was racist to the point he'd actually kill anybody.
But the fact that
he thought it was funny to put them in a situation where there's racism in it and just laugh at it.
Yeah, but he's a card.
He was the original troll, I guess.
But hear me out.
He was a card carrier.
He was a card carrying member of the Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, he was a card. Yeah, again.
You don't get to become a card carrier without some actual fucking time.
Yeah, that's true.
Dedicated.
That is true.
Like,
Yeah,
that's getting authorized.
So
I actually have found the list of my predictions that I sent to the group chat.
Yeah, read them off.
Marty Jannetty.
Yep.
Jimmy Seville.
No, don't know.
I know there was something on him that I might get to like another video, but he was one of the people I mentioned.
Okay.
Johnny Rodden.
Yep.
Dick Murdoch, as you said.
Yep.
Ludwig Borga.
Oh, yep.
The other shooting Nazi.
Did?
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Literally,
Him and the Harris twins would get along.
Literally had the double S on one of his, I think on one of his biceps.
Him and the Harris twins will definitely get along.
Oh my god, the Harris twins. Oh,
yeah.
man.
That should be one.
Oh, man.
And like I said, I don't know what they're doing Jeff Hardy, but I put his name in there. Umaga.
Yeah,
that one would just be sad.
Yeah, but they always do a sad one every now and again. That's fair.
China.
Another
China. I'm not sure if they are gonna do because
they would have to.
They released that documentary that those motherfuckers that were managing her at the time were making.
I feel like they should make an uncut version, like a real,
maybe
honest truth.
That,
what has happened
like,
to her?
To give an example, in that actual documentary, nobody talks about X-Pac.
Nobody.
And it's like, you're the fucking reason, dude.
He's one of the reasons.
You are one of the big reasons of why she fucking went where she went.
My last pick, Bash of the Beach 2000,
Yeah.
only because of
Russo.
Vince Russo's rant at the end.
Just Russo in general in WCW.
From what we know from that pay-per-view, they knew that Hogan had his creative clause thing that was going on, but it was the type of thing that Vince Russo wasn't up to par or under, fully wanted for Hogan. So then he cut that scathing rant, and Hogan was
played politics himself on the air. Yeah,
and basically Hogan was like, I didn't agree to that rant. I did not agree to that whole
and
rant
sued
that
him
he
for
did.
it.
And yeah.
He
managed to get away with it only because Russo didn't address him as Terry. He only addressed him as Hogan. That's how he got away with it.
Yeah, and I mean he was right at least. You'll never see that piece of shit in WCW again.
On Hulk.
Yeah, Hogan.
They could do a whole season on him.
Did a whole thing on Warrior.
There is a video, a 4-hour-long video of this guy going through all of Hogan's stuff. The video is called "The Most Hated Man in Wrestling," in professional, and it's just Hogan. It went through his whole thing, his childhood, meeting Vince, going to Japan, going back to WWF, going to WCW, TNA, all that is there. If you wanted to do Hogan, I feel like that's something they should do at the last episode of the season.
TNA.
No, they should do the whole season.
Yeah, honestly.
You could cover him for a whole season.
You really could.
Honestly, if you want to do what they
Hogan
did
edition.
with
Hogan doesn't know best, they could call it.
If they wanted to do the thing,
Hogan doesn't know shit.
Hogan don't know shit,
porn, brother.
If they wanted to do the thing with
you see,
Benoit
man.
with Pillman, make it a two-parter episode.
You see, man. Terry Bollea, he has a different size penis, but Hulk Hogan's penis is massive.
Yeah, brother.
Hulk Hogan's penis is absolutely massive.
I've never said the N-word.
I never said the N-word. I don't know what you're talking about, dude. Let me tell you something, Jack. I don't know what you're talking about. You're hearing things.
Who the hell is Booker T? I don't know him.
I don't know. He said the N-word at one point on WCW. I never paid attention.
I just thought it was a thing.
I thought he gave me the pass.
The lies of Hogan, that episode.
The lies of Hogan, yeah.
You know how many lies that motherfucker said over the years? Oh yeah, I tried to get into band with Metallica, and Metallica was like, "We don't fucking know you, bro."
Hey, speaking of Metallica,
they just put out a new album last month.
Yeah, 72 seasons.
72 seasons! Actually, pretty badass for this point in their career.
What's crazy to me is they seem like they got their signature sound back from like the 80s and 90s. Like, big time got their signature sound back.
Sat there, listened to their old shit, and said, "We gotta do that again."
Yeah, exactly.
Or
that's what it seems like.
This is gonna bomb.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Yeah, because, like, I don't mind. There was a certain signature sound that Metallica had.
Mm-hmm.
Like the echo in their vocals. The guitars sounding like they were straight from the 80s, because it was, 90s. Late 80s, early 90s. Master of Puppets style.
Yeah.
And 72 Seasons really did a good job at recapturing what made them famous, I think, in the first place. Because the last album they did before wasn't bad. It would have been way better if it had that signature sound. That
Yeah.
in 72
Yeah.
Seasons.
And also, one thing I really have to praise about 72 Seasons, you can hear the bass!
You can hear the bass big time. He's very happy about the bass.
Sex with him is terrifying.
I've come! Woo! No, he's fucking whispering. Oh yeah, baby! That's what I've been waiting for. That's what it's all about. Woo! Woo! And he looks at the dog.
James, don't give me any ideas.
No, please don't do it.
Don't fuck the dog.
I don't think he was talking about that.
Listen, from what you said to what you said.
No, but it's not what he meant.
Pay attention.
It's not what he meant.
Pay attention, dog fucker.
We losing cans.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Cat, why'd you do that?
Fuck you, cats. Nah, it's okay. You're cute. Anyway, what we doing? 72 seasons?
I think so.
Okay.
You lost
Review.
your fucking breath. Relax.
Okay. Mean review. Go.
Standout tracks. Title track, Lux Eterna, Inamorata, which I believe means my mistress.
Okay.
Inamorata, longest track Metallica's ever put out. Believe it or not, 11 minutes actually flies by.
Wait, how long was Master of Puppets?
Master of Puppets was 8.5. The longest song up until Inamorata that they had ever put out was a Merciful Fate medley that lasted like 10.5.
Jesus, okay.
How long ago was that?
That was during the mid-90s, I want to say.
Wow, that's a long time. Well, shit.
But yeah, absolutely check out 72 Seasons. Solid B+ album, A- roughly.
Their longest running show ever. They had made it to 72 seasons.
Yeah, the 18-year gig.
The 18-year gig. Perfect. Lovely, man. Lovely. Yeah, good shit. Good shit. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy some of the songs you were playing in the car, and I'm like, wow, this really sounds like old school Metallica. This is kind of cool.
Just don't listen to the Jericho podcast when they cover it. It's not great.
You know Jericho's gonna shit on that.
No, he loves it, but...
No, yeah, Metallica. He's a mark for Metallica.
It's kind of cringy. Oh,
is Fozzy just beta Metallica?
No, Fozzy is...
Fozzy's beta Judas Priest.
No, Fozzy is a shitty logo that he tattooed in his arm.
Yeah, it's a beta Judas
All right,
Priest.
let me tell you how our metal logo is going to be. It's going to be a skull. There's going to be wings.
We're named after a bear on the Muppets.
Just spelled a little differently.
Waka
Waka. Yeah.
I like Fozzy better. He's my favorite.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh Lord, he's my favorite.
Oh, talk to me like that. Fucking, yeah, so, we did a little Rakish, shout out on its bread. Fucking, where were we? Okay, so, is that all you have to say?
Pretty much.
Okay, so, Mike, you're up. I think you're the only one that hasn't brought a topic.
Samoa Joe showing up as Sweet Tooth in the new Twisted Metal series. Ooh, yeah. Done by Netflix. Also, Resident Evil sucks.
Okay, we're going to get through Resident Evil.
No, I'm going to make it simple. It sucks. It's boring. Not a lot happens. Most of the characters, really fucking plain.
I will
canceled after one season.
I'm going to shout out somebody from Team No DQ named Steve. He
you got to say it with the lisp.
Steve.
Is that you, Steve?
Steve. All right, here it is. I think he may have replied to my thing too as well. And so his thing, and you may agree with this as well, Casey. But Steve says, Mario movie and Resident Evil Netflix. You first have an example of how to do a video game movie, and then you have an absolute wrong way to do a video game TV show. Is that about right to y'all?
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah, I can buy that.
Sucks balls.
Absolutely sucks balls.
Eats dick.
And I replied with, yeah, that true, Steve. And then he replied, oh no, okay, so no, he didn't reply. He that was his, he gave me a thumbs up though. But yeah, shout out Steve from Team No DQ. Yeah, that about sums up that bullshit. I think any Netflix adaptation is pretty fucking bad.
Not usually. Always. I think their original stuff is really good when they actually,
try.
They
make surprisingly good documentaries.
Yeah, they're Netflix. It's how they started, isn't it?
No, they started as
They
started as Blockbuster by mail.
Blockbuster by mail, Netflix, baby.
Red Box, bitch.
Red Box. Remember when Blockbuster had a fucking app and that died a death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that last 3 days?
Everything you can see is in retro VHS quality. That could bring Blockbuster back if they had an app where you could just watch everything in VHS quality.
No, all you hear is coming soon to a Blockbuster near you. It's got the Disney font.
Yeah.
And then a whole generation just cries.
And now
tears.
our feature presentation. Okay. So, obviously you want to talk more about the Samoa Joe deal.
It's great. I'm glad that he's getting more work. He's fucking out of the company, doing a thing, and he's perfect for the role.
It's funny how he was in WWE on a whole other thing in Peacock with, wrestling, and now he's out of the WWE and he's allowed more freedom, and now he's back on the app of the company in which they kicked him out of.
Yep. And that's okay.
That's pretty cool.
As long as he wrestles good, he's fine.
He's not good.
Samoa Joe. Of course he's gonna wrestle. He's good.
Of course. What do you mean?
He fought fucking Misawa. Of course he's good.
Yeah.
He
fought
10 out of 10. That match is a 10 out of 10.
He fought Misawa for 20 minutes. He's gonna be fine.
Samoa Joe, many 5-star matches that are underrated.
Yes.
But anyway,
Jamal.
Do you think the casting is perfect for your?
It's fine. It will do what it needs to do.
There you go.
The only thing how to fuck that up is make it boring.
Which I don't think they'll do.
They're gonna make it boring now.
Like
we just
honestly,
talked about it.
Netflix has this thing. Season 1,
well, this
good.
Is on
well, on Doc, but Netflix just has this pattern. They start making things good, and then they fumble the fucking ball every single time.
Put it in the end zone. Stop fucking throwing it into the crowd.
Hit the free throw.
You're not
throw a layup. Do something.
True.
I know it's a different sport, but do something other than hold the ball.
Yeah.
I didn't take you to baseball practice so you can sit in the fucking outfield and make dirt castles.
Anyway, so is that it? Is that pretty much everything else?
That's pretty much.
I'm pretty sure that's it.
They released a trailer if you guys want to check it out.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's do
throw the trailer.
it. Casey, look up the trailer, and we shall go back to our.
Hey, Jamie, throw the trailer up real quick.
Jamie, yeah, Jamie is his name. Casey, you got a keyboard.
I forgot.
We gotta wait for ads, guys. Well, you can mute the TV so we don't get claimed by anybody. Yeah. So we're gonna be a Wendy's ad just popped up. Stay tuned for Wrestling with Idiocy, where me and this other fat fuck are gonna be talking about our, foodies. We're gonna be a foodie conversation.
It's Clarence.
That episode. Okay, here we go.
Peacock.
Alright, we're good. Started from the beginning?
This is the beginning.
I'm a fucking dipshit. There we go.
This guy's a gangster. His real name's Clarence.
Is that Anthony Mackie?
Yeah. The worst actor for Tupac. If any of you watched that Notorious movie, you know.
Why didn't they just get Josh Haraway?
That's a good point. That's actually a very good point.
Ladies and gentlemen, star change.
Damn. Alright. And I assume this is where Joe's coming.
That's Samoa Joe, yeah.
Oh, shit.
Hey, Joe Samoa!
Wow. That's
So,
pretty good.
real quick, the character that he's playing is the serial killer Sweet Tooth, who drives around in a van, also known as Sweet Tooth. Because fucking creative is
Sweet
creative.
Tooth has a sweet tooth.
Yeah, creative is creative.
I believe he got his start killing his entire family one night.
Yeah, he loses his fucking mind, carves a mask, and he kills a whole bunch of people, and he's an ex-ice cream man.
And that includes his entire family, except his daughter.
Joe
Depends on which version.
Depends on the continuity. I'm going by the PS3 era one.
Yeah, which is fine.
I do think now, knowing that character and seeing him.
Welcome to the post-apocalyptic world where fucking a demon god.
I don't know, man. I mean, the characters look good, but up until I saw Sweet Tooth, that felt less like Twisted Metal
and more
like
Fast and the Furious.
No,
really.
That felt less like Twisted Metal and more like Vigilante 8.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's
but I will say,
which is not a game I expected to pull out of my ass today.
I know. Speaking of pulling out of the ass, the one
Take my
instance.
shit to the bathroom.
No. The one instance where I have of this character is from a Death Battle, Sweet Tooth.
Yep.
Is literally from Death Battle. That's my only knowledge of this character is the Death Battle with Joker, which I think is pretty good.
That's fine.
But judging by that little bit I saw of Sweet Tooth, Joe's the perfect person to play that role. That's the perfect casting because he could be maniacal if you really want him to be, but the real thing you need him to be is that it have those diabolical dialogues.
As long as it's not
Like, that's Joe.
doing the voice, because I don't think Joe's voice would work for the character.
I totally forgot Jack Black had his own channel.
Yeah, Jablisky Games.
Yeah, I'm so good at Red Dead Redemption 2. Yeah, he's been doing YouTube for a while now. He fucking appeared with Jack, Septiceye.
I will say
he also did a thing with Markiplier a while back. They were promoting the Goosebumps movie, and he played one of the Five Nights at Freddy's games with his kid and Mark.
That is fair.
So for Twisted Metal, I will say the one thing that you shouldn't do with Sweet Tooth is to give him a fucking microphone, because you know damn well they'll start cutting promos on everything.
Oh
They'll just
my
go
God,
off
yeah.
script, cutting a fucking.
Sweet Tooth's gonna go night night.
Yes, for the most part, keep Sweet Tooth silent.
No, Sweet Tooth talks a lot.
He does talk a lot.
Sweet Tooth talks a lot.
He does
But
talk a
Joe's voice doesn't fit in my brain.
Right.
Sweet Tooth is kind of like, fucking Kiss. Can you do me a favor? Can you look up the Twisted Metal Black Sweet Tooth route and fucking that will save a whole bunch of time. By the way, Twisted Metal Black is bad.
Keyboard for faster
ass.
Yeah.
Twisted Metal Black Sweet Tooth. Sweet.
Hey, we can just go cutscenes. Needles Cane.
Cutscenes? Scenes.
Let's type it in Latin.
You still
It's fine.
Scene.
CVTs? Gotta be careful.
SCENES.
Yeah, so go for the first video because it's probably what you're gonna want anyway.
Okay, so I'll go to here.
Just wait.
It is me, your skin. I'm a gene stealer.
We're waiting for the ad. We're waiting for the ad. Sorry, guys. Next time we're sucking into your YouTube on this.
Don't fuck.
Alright, here we go.
Longest I'd ever been confined. So a few people had been killed. It wasn't my fault.
Please, no, I got family.
Shut up and bleed, you motherfucker. Well, maybe it was my fault, but I had my own problems to worry about. The old man's curse was beginning to piss me off. Then one day, he showed up.
Calypso,
he called himself. It was a stupid name. I wanted to kill him there and then, but he made me an offer.
We should be fine.
He said he
We
ran
can't get copyright.
Oh, I'm not worried about copyright. I'm worried about echo.
Yeah, the echo's gonna be a thing though. We'll be alright. I think Joe can do this.
As much as I have
If he can pull off a deep voice,
it's Joe.
No, but like, Joe's got to go to a place that he hasn't ever gone with the character.
Right.
And that's really fucking dark.
Joe's can go that dark. I don't have an issue. He won't have a problem. Alright. So, with that said, ladies and gentlemen,
awesome.
We got one more topic. We got a main event, and it is about Jeff Hardy. I know last episode we said we were never going to mention him again, but we actually came up with a solution about that Jeff Hardy situation. He is back, but we are going to be talking about what he needs to do and what he probably should do. That is realistically probably the best solution to stop him from doing that.
Which means he probably won't do it.
Yeah, probably not, but which will probably help him stop that stupid bullshit. We'll be right back. Final commercial break. Don't close that window. One more topic to go.
We will be right back with the Indie Force podcast right after these commercial messages.
A table from hell with the Psycho Asylum. An Iron Man match of factorial proportions. Man.
In this fight, I will melt you down to slag.
Versus machine.
I calculate a 0.85% chance that you will win in your current condition.
All metal mayhem. Colleen Horizon.
When you throw me into the wolves, I will return leading the pack.
Vera McGarden.
And I'll do anything to be the warrior on top.
For the Athena title. Best friends turned bitter rivals. Johnny Star.
Don't get in the way of the star or you'll get burned.
James, the Archangel.
I'm the real star of this brand.
For the international title. The Outsider. Mark Young. The Executioner. Michael X. For the WYW World Heavyweight title. 2 out of 3 fall.
Inside. In a hell.
In a cell. WYW Immortal. Now available on YouTube.
Hibiki TMD on YouTube, retro gaming, pro wrestling, podcast, Terry Bollea, Hibiki Honors, Hibiki Quickie, everything in between. Hit that subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the Hibiki TMD. And hey! Watch out for pedestrians, pal. You on the bike. Slow down.
Hit that subscribe down below. Check us out at the Hibiki TMD on Twitter, Hibiki TMD on YouTube. Oh, the goddamn goodness.
we now return you to the Indy Force Podcast.
Oh, what a lovely day today here in Steelport. But wait, is that Indy Force content? Woo! Come here, Grandma. I'm going to teach you how to like, comment, and subscribe.
And we are back. We are live. So yeah, there you go. Do exactly what that Michael Lyons character said. Like, comment, subscribe. He'll bulldog you into a lamppost.
There's no lamppost, no problem.
Not right now.
You could always bulldog somebody into the wall.
No, that's the wall, brother.
That's the wall, brother.
That's the wall, brother.
Hey, wall. Anyway, Jeff Hardy. So here we go. This is something that we originally didn't know how we were gonna do, but Mike and I actually had a full-on conversation, and we nobody else is gonna say this shit because everybody's like, well, Jeff Hardy's back, yay, or Jeff Hardy's back and apathetic, and they're not covering it. I'm like, did we not forget what he fucking did? Like, can we at least bring up the fact that we need to fucking find a solution? Well, Mike found a solution, so floor is yours.
Okay. Thank you for typing all this while I was at work, by the way.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
Yeah. I am in no way a medical expert. Let's get that
completely
sorted out. Do not take what I say as gospel. I am not saying it from a medical standpoint. I am not a fucking doctor. I don't have a PhD.
Right.
However, I do believe that I have a possible solution for Jeffrey Nero Hardy.
Mm-hmm.
And what it is, in its entirety, is a very small, not invasive at all procedure that he can take that will stop the alcoholism and drug problem that he's had for a long time. At least the alcoholism, because I don't know if the drugs are still an issue. I have no idea.
I think in this case it's one
feeds into the other.
One feeds into the other. So if he gets rid of the alcohol, it'll be all right.
Judging by the very limited research that I've conducted, which I've done a little bit more from this point, and this is a solution, not a final solution, but it does solve some of the problem.
Oh, it's definitely not a final solution.
No.
Yeah, let's not get into that.
Let's not talk about that, please.
I would recommend that for the rest of his in-ring career, he should be given certain implants / medications that are approved by the U.S. FDA, which are as follows. Nikos, could you read those out, brother?
Certainly.
I feel like you have a better grasp on how to say those.
And it disappeared.
It disappeared? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Oh, it's almost like they didn't want me to read it. It's almost like they didn't want me to say the drugs out. Okay, so we got acamprosate, disulfiram, and naltrexone.
Yeah. In a sense, what each drug is a...
It's not even a drug. They're all implants that you can put into the skin that would... Every time that he has a sip of alcohol, it would force him
to
regurgitate and get it out of his stomach as fast as humanly possible.
Cannot take it.
The only way to get him to stop doing that is to physically remove it. And those things last up to 18 months in the body.
Yep.
So they can be removed. It's a simple incision. They put it in. It does what it needs to do. It helps the chemical process. It hits your fucking brain. It tells your brain you gotta get rid of that shit as fast as humanly possible.
Yeah.
The one issue,
and
I'm saying this now, is that he would have to agree to it 100%.
Yes.
Because rehabilitation, as we have seen throughout the course of history with his career,
doesn't work.
I am not blaming the gentleman for having an addiction. It's not fucking easy. I completely understand that it is not something that he could deal with on a daily basis to try to recover. Getting over an addiction of any type, quality, or fucking length is not easy to do. But based upon previous habits, and I know I had some people in the previous thing when I've talked about this disagree with my points, and that's okay.
Yeah.
addict is still an addict till the day that they die.
Yep.
He will always have an addiction to that thing. This is just a way for him to, for the last 2 or 3 years of his career, however long he decides, he'll have a possible solution to his problem.
As we've already discussed in the last podcast, we literally called out that every time he does a hardcore match and takes those ridiculous bumps,
crazy fucking bumps,
it leads to the fucking going to alcohol, it leads to the drugs.
This won't solve the drugs problem.
It won't solve the drugs
but
problem.
It will solve the alcohol issue to some extent.
Because he can't do it.
He can't.
He can't. So, there it is, you know. He can't do it. And the thing is, too, each time he was inebriated, it was because of alcohol.
Yep.
The one in 2011 was because of alcohol, which then led into drugs, which made him that fucked up.
Yep.
So again,
it's not based off of us just saying it because of its current
No,
thing.
this is like a realistic thing.
It's a long, outstanding problem that needs to be solved.
Yeah, and it's one of those things where, you know, I was nearsighted and angry, and I think we all were at the time.
I was more annoyed
because of the fact that we all agreed if his fucking kids were in the car, that would have been it.
That would have been it. Yeah.
There in this country, I don't know about the rest of the world, but in this country, if something like that happens, most of the time those fucking kids get taken away.
Yeah.
And then they get put in child protective services.
Yeah.
And then they're fucked.
Yeah.
Because getting a kid out of child protective services in the United States is not an easy task.
No, it's not.
By any stretch of the fucking imagination.
No.
I don't know. I'm saying it from a place of somebody who's enjoyed the gentleman's career and wants him to retire proper and be done.
What I would like to see for Jeff Hardy is not so much of the hardcore matches, but I want to see him more transcend at this point to becoming a more technical wrestler the way Matt is now. At least he will be able to take it easy until the 2 years that his contract is up.
Yeah.
And then when he's fully retired, he can do whatever he wants, just as long as it's not harmful to himself or to his family or to others. At this point in time, we have looked over Jeff Hardy's entire history.
Starting from when he was 16 years old, lying about the fact that he was 18 all the way up till now.
Yeah. Up to the way till now, when he transitioned to become more of a hardcore wrestler for the fans, and that was pretty much his legacy, was being a hardcore wrestler for his fans.
Which is like...
He's a good athlete.
He's a good athlete. It's just...
But now you get to understand that he's more showing his age. Even in promos now, like, I know that you said whenever you see him on Dynamite or
No, it's his promos aren't the issue. I'm sure he's fine on the stick. He's no different now than he was in 2009 when he got the world title.
But mainly, I'm more paying attention to his age and how he looks.
Yeah.
And honestly, what he deserves now is just to be more technical in the ring and leave the whole hardcore legacy behind him.
I'm not saying don't do the Swanton.
Yeah,
because it's a signature.
It's a signature.
Just don't do it off the top of a goddamn ladder onto a pair of steps.
Or rather, don't do the Swanton like once every 2 months.
Go back to the 450.
Go back to the 450, or just basically.
I'll give you one because you bring up technical. You guys brought up him being a technical guy. Here's a person that could teach him how to do it. Darby Allin. Everybody thinks Darby's just a spot guy. The guy is fucking former, top of his class high school collegiate wrestler. Which not a lot of people know.
The thing with Darby, he has the youth to become both a technical and a hardcore wrestler.
Yeah,
he can live up to Hardy's age now.
And even then, he doesn't rely on just hardcore. He's proven. Darby is more than proven that he can go toe-to-toe, hold for hold with some of the best technical wrestlers in the game right now. He's proven that. He proved it with MJF.
He's going to be fighting against Jungle Boy, MJF,
and Sammy, yeah.
Sammy at Double or Nothing.
Which is going to be a fucking barn burner, by the way. I cannot wait for that.
We definitely have to do a watch party.
I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
if you're okay with that, case.
I have no issue with that.
Yeah, you. I will need to see what I can do to get free on that day, because I'm probably doing a watch along on that. That's the only thing. I'll probably be doing a watch along with Jeff.
I'll talk to Jeff.
Yeah. But if nothing else, I can at least set you guys up to do the watch party if I can.
Yeah, but even if I'm not saying watch party is that we fucking stream it or whatever. It's just us enjoying the paper.
Oh yeah.
Because fucking
streaming it. All right.
Because honestly, listen. I look at it from a longevity standpoint. We can always go back to Indy Forces and watch and take a look at our opinions at that time and weigh them with how we feel now.
That's fair,
right?
Yeah.
Some stuff that we felt 5 or 6 years ago were completely different.
Hell, a year ago, we were angry at Jeff, and now it's like, okay, we found a solution. Do this.
No, it's more like it's more the fact of fine, he's back, whatever. I can't control that. Your idea originally of we got to call every state athletic commission and we got to get them banned, and I went, no way.
That's a little hardcore.
No, that's impossible.
I still think that should have been fucking threatened and told to him, though. Because
it would have been impossible.
It would have been, and I agree with you. Logistically, would have been. Still should fucking say that. I don't care. It still should have been said. Because how stupid do you have to be to screw up this many fucking times and not have that threatened at least once?
Well, I don't know. It's one of those. We could be on about this for fucking.
And again, it wasn't the surefire solution like I fucking thought. You came up with a way better fucking solution for him to do. Honestly, if I'm Tony Khan, I wouldn't have given him a fucking choice. I would have had him take the injection.
You have to give him a choice.
I know he's an independent.
It's a literal surgery that requires implanting something into his body. He has to make that choice on his own.
My only thing with that is, though, he is an independent contractor, but there's whole things where, like,
Jibs, you're going against his human rights. You literally
can't. I understand that.
You literally can't.
It's either he doesn't or he can't employ him, type of thing. I can't have him in my company anymore. I bring up the instance of fucking Dana with Chuck Liddell. Like, when Chuck couldn't fight anymore, Dana's like, dude, I'm not going to be responsible.
That's a completely different thing. That's the equivalent of, well, not equivalent, but it's similar to saying to a woman, you can't work here unless you get a boob job.
Yeah, that's fair. Actually, no. That's
a matter. You're asking the person to go under knife for a medical procedure,
which can be
for work. Sure. That's against the law.
Fair.
This is a decision that he has to make on his own.
Well,
and honestly,
he and his family.
He and his family, and plus, and I'm just gonna defend him for a second here. This is his first incidents in AEW that he's working on. I always believe in the second chances thing.
Okay, but
and I know you're gonna say that he's had so many chances at other companies. I would say
he's had 2 chances in WWE, and then 1 chance at TNA, and then 1 chance at WWE, and then 1 chance in AEW. But they were all like not even that long apart.
I mean, I'm just saying this in the perspective of a fan because deep down I still am a fan of Jeff Hardy. No matter how reckless his bullshit has gotten him to this point. But if there is the decision of preventing him from doing any more stupid things like the alcoholism and the drugs, he has to make the decision on his own with the support of his family that he has to put a permanent end to these habits before it destroys him even further.
Yep.
And this decision has to be made unanimously.
Yep.
If he can't go through with his decision, then he needs to retire.
Yep.
I agree.
This is his only chance to redeem himself, to preserve his legacy as a wrestler.
Well, that's what I mean. Because I wouldn't, if I'm in Tony's shoes, I wouldn't force him. I do exactly what you said.
It's just a simple yes or no.
I cannot force you to do this. But if you don't, I can't trust that you're not going to do this dumb shit again, and I can't be responsible when you do.
Like, what Tony needs is a guarantee from Jeff that he has to go through with this so he doesn't take the thing. If Jeff says no to Tony, Tony will just automatically go to his alternatives and say, well then, I can't trust you after every wrestling match that you have. I can't trust you backstage because you're either going to go look into a bag, pull out your pills, or sneak a couple nips, and then just say you're fine afterwards.
Yep.
And I know there's the whole thing with the piss test and all the evaluations with the doctors.
You can fake that.
That shit could be faked.
You could easily fake that. It's not hard.
It's the nature that you need to go through with this program in order to live out the last moments of your career strong, so you will never be humiliated again. And of course, yes, what Mike says, you're going to be an addict till the day you die, or you could at least change something in your life so that when you go out the way you want to go out, you won't be remembered that way.
Exactly.
He's going to be remembered that way anyway, though.
He will be remembered that way anyway.
You have to talk about it when it's his career.
Like, his career, yes, he has to talk about it, but it can't be the last thing in his mind before he finally retires from wrestling completely.
I think Nikos' point is it shouldn't be the last fucking image that you see of Jeff Hardy. His last image, for everything that he has done, good or bad, should be, being honored without being shit on and being hurt.
Yeah,
hurting others type of thing.
Like, I can't make any guarantees if you say no. But if you say yes and we do this, I can at least guarantee that I will do everything in my power to ensure you get your flowers while we can still give them to you.
Exactly, and AEW is going to be very good with that one.
Oh, absolutely. They've been very good with everybody else.
Yeah.
Mostly
everybody else.
AEW doesn't have a problem when it comes to handling this stuff when it comes to their athletes' shit.
Yeah.
Moxley
is a perfect example.
Their personal everyday shit. It's like, Mox, you can't show up for the show this week. That's fine. We'll have you come on next week. It's not that big of a deal.
Yep.
It's finding the space and time. The thing with Jeff right now is he is in the last years of his career.
Yep.
It's time to be done.
And
you fucking have fallen off a ladder onto
again.
an announcer table. You've fucking taken a spear from hanging off of a belt into the floor.
Taking a
You've
full-on
fallen
spear
off of a
from
cage
Bobby Lashley
into
on the
stairs
stairs.
and almost died.
Taking a spear from Bobby Lashley onto steel steps.
You did a spot where you did a swanton bomb onto Randy Orton off the Titantron. You did a leg drop onto Edge in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania 23.
And AEW recently was doing fucking balcony dive swantons.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at this point... Now, I'm not saying that AEW should, listen to what we say and prescribe these medications.
Again, we're not doctors, but...
This is mainly our opinion on what we think the gentleman should do next.
That's the important thing. It's our opinion.
It's our opinion.
It is in no way based on any
I'm
sort of
sure
education that we might have.
AEW has their own plan and methods on what they would do with the situation, but if Jeff does not follow this religiously and strictly to their programs, he could might relapse, go through this again, and that is a decision where Jeff Hardy has to be banned, blackballed from wrestling. Because
at the very least, the promotions need to fucking have a serious conversation.
While the independent scene exists,
he
will always find work and will find a way to make money.
I think it's not necessarily... I'm not talking about the independents per se, but right. Fucking people will go and fucking bar people for a lot less egregious shit.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? And they can never get work again. Ever. And they're fucking working B-level indies for the rest of their fucking life. When in reality, if he fucks up again, that should be Jeff.
Oh, agreed.
And if he does fuck up, and if he does go back to his demons,
He will.
The chances are
probably
he will not wake up the next morning.
Ugh.
Yep, that is a complete fucking possibility.
Again, as we said last episode, I just feel bad for his kids and wife at that point. Like, really.
It's time at this point to focus more on your legacy and your future, which is your kids, than your actual wrestling ability. Which is why, at this point, now that you're back in AEW, take it easy.
Yep.
And if you dare think...
Too late for that. Rampage's already doing a deletion match, which means he's going to jump off of something stupidly high in his compound.
Well, if he is actually thinking of jumping off of something, and this is a PSA for Matt, watch your brother backstage. If you see him grab for his bag to pull out nips or pills, smack the shit out of him.
No.
You give him a heating pad, you give him an ice pack, and tell him to sit down. Like, I know you should not be monitoring your brother every single day, every single minute.
But he is his responsibility.
No, it should. He
No,
shouldn't be.
absolutely.
He shouldn't be, though.
Listen, my fucking older sister, when a situation comes around, she is fucking. I am still her responsibility if something happens to me. When you're with your older brother, James, you are fucking his responsibility. Whatever happens with you reflects him.
I think that can be a crock of shit.
Siblings can be role models for their siblings, and that cycle will never break until death.
It depends though.
Now I know where you're coming off of here.
Because he's done it every time. Otherwise, he would have gotten it by now.
And I know that he's done it many times over. And I know that in some families they consider that a toxic trait, and they completely remove that from the family.
And honestly, James, this is the kind of situation where the exceptions, few and far between though they are, they don't break the rule; they prove the rule.
Right.
Jeff needs help. That's all we're trying to say. And this is a way to do it. There are 3 specific implants that you can put into him that will fucking solve this issue immediately and will stop this in its entirety. It's not a perfect solution.
But
it's not a finalized solution.
But it is the solution
it's
that...
a fucking possibility.
It's the solution that absolutely will, without a doubt, at least preserve the last 2 or 3 years of his career. In a positive light.
I wouldn't say preserve, because he's always going to do stupid shit.
He'll do stupid... Well, he's going to do dumb
spots,
but I'm saying he won't go on the road and kill a motherfucker. That's what I'm saying.
He will not have jail time.
Yeah. He won't do that. And listen, the whole reason we came back is literally because of this topic, because nobody else even thought to talk about this.
Nope.
No.
Not a single person.
And the way we left off last time, we just felt spiteful over this whole thing.
A little bit,
at the end of the day, we should just look at this and say...
I started doing research the fucking day that I heard that he was going back into AEW, and I'm like, there has to be a fucking solution to this.
Yeah.
There has to be.
Like, and
maybe he already got it.
The time frame that he came back, like, keep this an open mind. When we started making that Indy Force, where he left AEW, where he was suspended when he was jailed, to the time he came back, I said to myself, that did not take long. What happened here?
Florida.
And one could blame the state. I could say, nah, there has to be some reason that Tony allowed him to come back.
Well, yeah, it's because he's a star that's going to make the money. That's it.
But they have other stars in that company that make them regardless.
Don't matter.
Yeah, but merchandising.
Merchandise is going to always sell. If you have the Hardy Boys,
sells.
You're gonna fucking sell that merch.
Those stupid fucking arm socks things
always sell.
Used to sell a shitload.
They
back
did.
in the Ruthless Aggression era.
And they still sell pretty damn well today.
They don't just sell. There were tutorials and videos on YouTube on how to make them homemade.
Yep.
True.
That's how popular.
Grab a sock and cut some holes in it.
Yeah.
So yeah. I think that's pretty much it. I don't think we have much else to
say.
Yeah, we went way over time on this one.
Yeah. Well, not really. 15 minutes. Now we're on the fucking plugs, but yeah. You saw everything that we had to plug in our last ad. Bunch of retros coming to the channel on Owen's side. Don DeMarco show, hopefully to come back. I don't know when, but eventually. Shit's on its way. Coming back in the FTW. I think watch parties are in the running for AEW TV specials. I'll keep you all posted on that if you guys want to keep up to date. Go on my Twitter. I'll actually update people. Turn your post notification bell on and follow me at J-Hebert95. On the channel, you can check out the recent edition of Talk Wrestling with Jeff Meacham and all the other podcasts that we've done, all the live streams that we've done. Check out all the other indie forces that we've done on either this channel or graciously by Cassidy 18 Studios on that channel, where the next retro content, if you want to watch that back, is the AEW Video Game Indie Force Extra 2 podcast. That's going to be the next on the docket, so if you guys want to check that out, go right ahead. That's going to be premiering this Thursday on Throwback Thursdays on the Casa. So check that out. And, yeah.
And if I may,
go for it.
This is more of a suggestion while we're still on the air. For my money, this should probably be the last Indie Force that we do on this particular channel. Because, at least if I remember what we've talked about in the past couple of weeks, we have a new channel on the way.
Yeah, no, we have the channel. You're talking about putting it on the main hub?
Yes. Yes.
The only problem is we've made it a staple on this channel. Like, trying to get people to switch over to that channel is going to be...
Alright, so everyone that's listening to this, watching this, whatever, it's going to be on the other channel next time that we do it.
Are we really going to do it?
Yeah, fuck it.
Why not? Get some of the viewer base over. Besides, you promote us like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I could probably just put it on both channels.
Yeah.
In case for all right. So
yeah. We'll stream on the hub, and then we'll throw the VOD up here.
Yeah, sounds about right. And we're gonna go off the air because we got two little bitches fighting for no apparent goddamn reason. Leave her alone, you little shit.
They're an old married couple. You're fighting a losing battle.
So anyway, yeah. But until next time, we will see you for the next episode, and we love it. One plan comes together.
The preceding podcast was paid for by the Indie Force. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe and turn that post notification bell on so you never miss a video from us.